YouTubers and friends, how you doing tonight? I myself is absolutely fabulous, and I hope you are too. Stick around, we got a killer show coming up with a couple of very good friends of ours. You may know them as Sarah and Tim from MrTim4Gold. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. With your hosts, Ed Lyman, Toledo Jess, and Dana. Hangout Live is a flashy on-demand production.
All right, everybody, how you doing tonight? Dano, Jesse, my amigos.
Sitting out in the garage.
Not in the mobile studio tonight.
It might have been a little warm, so I opted for the garage and the fan. I don't know if you hear the fan blowing or not.
Yeah,
No, I don't hear it. I hear a little
it's
bit.
all right. It's all right. All I see on my Skype is Tim and Sarah's little circle going.
I just hear my camera.
Yeah. Hey, well, since you brought us in so quick, let me say.
Well, I want to
Well,
say all hi to our friends out in the audience. But
that's what I was
David
doing.
Buckles here early tonight,
Yeah.
by golly.
Oh, there's David Villa, John Wolf,
Yeah.
Tire Gold Prospecting,
And
Yeah.
Dennis is hiding out
Cameron
there.
Smith. Cameron Smith Prospecting is here with us tonight.
right. We also
Hey,
have the hookers in the
Yeah,
house.
don't forget the hookers. Mr. Hook and Hookette.
Yeah.
And we have our most awesome moderator.
Oh, most awesome.
Yes.
And then Wolfie. How you doing,
Wolfie. Thank you for coming. David Villa. We have Josh Book. Thank you for joining us.
American Woodland Relics.
Yeah. Welcome
Is that a
again. No,
union?
they come from Charlie and Sandy's show.
Oh, well, welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be over here before too long, too.
Oh, and we mustn't forget Dennis Dayton. Hey, Dennis.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Come join, sit down, relax for however long this takes, and, join the convo.
Tonight we got Mr. Tim and Sarah. Really cool.
Yeah.
Had fun with them last weekend.
Oh, yeah. Finding some color, playing in a culvert.
Yep.
And had a good time.
As Mr. Tim calls it, I was doing bucket prospecting. Sitting on a bucket running the sluice box.
Someone had to do it.
Somebody's got to do it,
There's nothing
That's
wrong with a day of that.
Hey, no, I can do that all day long.
Well, what you did was pretty cool. You sat there with the gold ram by Spike Strike prospecting equipment.
Well, and I found gold.
And you found gold.
You found gold, too.
Sat in a culvert, watched it pour on Jesse and Tim and Sarah. And Jet. Poor little Jet got a chill.
Yeah.
What a cute kid. I like that
Oh,
kid.
he's growing up like a
Yeah,
dandelion, Pew! Last time I saw him was last year, wasn't it, Dano, at Bill's? Or Sarah?
Yeah, that's probably the last
Tim.
time.
I see Tim's camera try and come in, and all I see is a circle going around. So
Yeah, I see it too on the screen, anyway.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
yeah,
we
a
can
little
hear you all right.
soft.
Okay.
If you want, just try and turn off your video camera so they at least see something, because I'm getting hypnotized.
Ed's gonna go all quiet and stare.
Yeah, so if you see me dazing off looking to that corner over there, fine gold.
We were talking about the colors of fire a little while ago.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody else has
pre-show.
Has seen Adam's latest video with Prospector
Josh. Raise your hand out there if you've seen it already.
Yeah.
Invasion. Yeah, invasion of the grandchildren.
I hear them.
Oh yeah.
So if you hear some little ones in the background, that's my grandchildren. They're here for the evening. So please bear with us. Maybe I'll have to get Colton in here to say hi.
That would be cool. But anyways, in his videos, they were burning. They had a campfire going at the end of the day. One of the logs they put in there was burning blue. So I got into a little conversation with Chris Wayance. I think he comes from it. But talking about why it was blue. And my theory on it was that there's minerals in the wood that's been sucked up. I don't know if anybody else has heard some of this before, but you know, supposedly some plants actually absorb gold, and so I'm thinking if it's absorbing minerals, gold being in the ground, you know, and there's sometimes it gets really small. Why couldn't it absorb gold? Wasn't there a plant or a tree that grows really well in gold areas?
Well, the manzanite tree.
Yeah.
Is all over California.
Is that the one they call Indian wood?
I don't know. Maybe
Well,
Dan
blue.
Zoller or another Cali will come in and help us with that.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Or
idea.
maybe even Josh or something. Maybe Josh will call.
But blue is the color that copper throws out. You know, so you should pan it out the next morning after you've had your fire and see if you find anything in there. You never know.
No, you never know.
Always looking for new ways to get gold, right?
Worth a try.
Hey, people burn their mats and stuff, you know, to get that last bit of gold. So
Oh yeah, they used to burn the burlap and burn the carpet.
Right.
Pan out the ashes. I don't know how would it be to burn up miner's moss. End up with a big glob of rubber and
right.
Pan that out. Okay.
Maybe melt it down.
So a little in YouTube news in our niche. I know Dano commented. I know John Shaw commented. I don't think you did, and I don't know if Tim did. But old Goose is flying south for a while.
Yeah, poor old boy moving to Florida.
I actually haven't seen his video yet. He's
no gold. No gold. Yep, no gold. No prospecting.
Oh, well, that's not
shoot.
if he's in Florida now, he's not too far away from Georgia or North Carolina.
He said he's like 6 hours, so I'm sure he's down by downtown by Disney World, down.
Well, that in itself kind of sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in that area, that's
No.
for sure. But you know, to each his own. I didn't know his wife was a doctor, but apparently she's in the medical field. He said doctor, and she got offered a job she couldn't have turned down. So we'll see what comes out of the goose in the near future, or later down the line. But hopefully, Magic Mike and John Wolf helped me out here. Or Dano. What was the one guy? El Burrito or
El Burro.
El Burro. I did subscribe to his channel today, and hopefully him and Magic Mike will continue on, and hopefully we'll have Chris Chadwick talk goosing coming up this way, or I told him if he ends up coming across and down 75, we could meet up with Chris at the Double D or Bill, the Wilson properties, or and get a little goose action. But I doubted that would happen. But you never know. And then he'll be in Florida. It's 6-hour drive to Georgia. I'm sure he is.
I know if I'm driving, I'm taking the straightest way there. But that's just the way I drive.
Oh yeah, from point A to point B.
Right.
Depends what kind of drive it is,
Right.
If I want to see some stuff, that A to B might be a little ziggy and zaggy. You've gone on road trips with me before,
Right.
Jesse. But I guess we had point A, point B, point A,
Hey, look,
point B.
Mr. Tim made it into the chat room.
Hey, how you doing out there, Mr. Tim? Thanks for joining us. But tonight, we know he's not on the road listening to us and whatnot.
You guys hear me all right still?
Yeah,
we got the wandering buffaloes in the house tonight. Hi, Chad and Kathleen.
Hi, Shad, Kathleen. How are you guys?
You guys coming to the meeting down to Norris this weekend?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I am. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
I know you guys will be there. I mean,
Or are you talking about
any of our viewers? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe the Wandering Buffaloes are going to be there. Rich Cooley's going to be there.
Right.
Maybe Tim Grimes. Is Dennis Dayton going to be at Prospectors Day at the Norris this weekend?
Surely he will be.
I know he's going to AK up to Juneau here soon. Him and Caleb.
Hey, there's Sarah made into the chat room too.
So, I haven't heard Sarah once. Is she still there?
Yep.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
now.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, we talked enough about YouTube news and that. Talked
Right.
about fire. No rants tonight.
Well, actually, I'm on a little bit of a situation that we're having here at the Swank. I don't know if you guys have seen. Maybe I can get Patrick Gold call in and talk a little bit more about what's going on. I guess they're wanting to put a water treatment plant in.
Oh, yeah.
The discharge to a water treatment plant near the Swank and the fishing hole or swimming hole. I guess there's a letter campaign going on with that right now. But Patrick, maybe when he gets done with his letter, he might call back in and talk a little bit more about what's actually happening. He's down around that area more than I am, so.
Right. Have you talked to Patrick about calling in tonight?
He just posted out here that he's listening, but he's composing a letter for to send to the government.
Oh, okay.
Powers that
I must have missed him in the chat room.
yeah, it was a little bit.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm turned in, brothers. Just composing. Okay. Sorry, I missed some stuff in here.
Well, you're a busy man. You got this to do and that to do.
And you got
Look at this
grandbabies.
dial.
A little
in the
bit
house.
of those. Grandkids in the background.
Yep,
Maybe
got grandbabies.
Maybe a wife behind the green screen. I don't know.
How do you know
What?
what the wife behind the screen?
So, okay, hopefully we'll talk Patrick into calling in later. Let's talk to our guests as
Sure.
Say,
they
come
know.
on, let's grill the guest.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
guests
yeah.
tonight? Oh, I thought they were just our friends.
Well, we're so used to him.
Well-
This is kind of how it is.
Right.
Jump on in, you two.
We're just listening. It's all good.
What have you heard about that, Tim?
Haven't heard about what? The swank?
Yeah.
Nothing. That's the first
Oh.
I've heard of it.
If you go to the Buckeye Chapter's Facebook page,
right.
there's a post on it, Tim.
Oh, okay. I was just over there the other day.
So
Mr. Gowdy posted something about it. Urban Read.
yeah, and gave a bunch of addresses for like the EPA and ODNR stuff like that. If I
Other
remember
city
right.
officials, the Corps of Engineers.
Still trying to figure out how to get my camera working. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe next time.
No, I want it now.
I want it now. Yes, yes.
You guys ready for
Now.
this weekend,
So-
man? I'm excited.
Yeah, oh yeah. Gonna be with a bunch of good friends, and you guys will be there again.
So you going for the whole weekend?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. We're gonna go in Friday evening. We'll probably be there around 4 or 5. We're gonna set up and then hang out. Probably, hopefully, be in the creek all day Saturday. I haven't seen what the water levels are like down there though, but we haven't had too much rain.
Right. Well, they had some rain down there last week, quite a bit, but that creek goes down pretty quick.
Yeah, because there's a spot we found last year. I want to get back into it, and Dana knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I have a good idea where. Oh, and yeah, where you guys were last year.
Yeah, seems like if we sluice, we find some nice flakes, but if we haven't really had a chance to dredge it yet. Every year, it's always water's really high every time we go to this meet. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping
That's
for
what
good
I'm-
things.
Yep, last year was real bad.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the weather forecast for next weekend. Don't look too good.
So it might just be sitting in lawn chairs again, shooting the wind.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, you never know.
Never
I mean,
know.
they called for rain here today too, and I got sunshine. So
Yeah.
I checked the weather for over there where the claim's at, and it was like 85 and 20% chance Sunday or Saturday, and then Sunday it might rain in the afternoon. So we should be all right. Should be good.
it's probably going to be hit and miss down that area.
Yeah. Yep.
Was last year too, I think. Was it? Yeah. Only last year was a little bit when it rained hard. Oh wait, last year isn't that when they had the dredge mishap?
Yes.
Yeah. Thomas about had his dredge sink,
Thomas,
and
Dennis,
Shad and Rich had to play dredge rescue 911. I've been there and stuff. That's no fun.
Oh, it
Oh yeah, well hey, down in Vane Mountain they got food.
Oh, hammered.
Georgia, North Carolina, they're getting
Vane
Alabama
Mountain.
too, I think.
Yeah.
They're getting deluge down there.
Well, American Woodland Relics, rainy in Georgia through this weekend. I bet Brian and Vonda, the caretakers at Vane Mountain Camp of the LDME, happy about that. But they're in North Carolina.
they got some serious flooding too.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing some of the pictures that Vonda and Brian been posting.
Are they a safe distance from the water?
The camp's right on the. It was flooding.
Yeah, if you camped down there where we camped when we went, you'd have been flooded.
Oh
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You're talking about
Vane Mountain.
Yeah. Camped up on the hill, you was all right by the shower room, but
Well, that's
if
where
you was
they.
down there where we was, you were in trouble.
That's where they evacuated everybody to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Brian's in the house. Thanks for hitting the like button, buddy. Thank you, Sandy.
Smash that like button, boys. Come on.
I'm hoping we get to run into each other a lot more this season, you two. I know you live in way on the northeast corner, and Jesse and I living in the northwest area, and Dan O'Dell below. Shoot, we're all like what?
We're all
Well,
away from the gold, so we have
away
to
from the
travel.
gold and away from each other. That's for
Yeah.
sure, huh?
I live in BFE.
So do
In
we.
there.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're
Tim,
going to-
Yeah, you're going to Fossick, right?
Yes. Yeah, the kids won't be going with us this year to the Fossick, but all the kids are coming down to the Norris Claim. We're going to have to take 2 cars.
All 6 kids.
Wow. The whole crew, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Move some dirt.
Your labor force.
Yeah.
Here, kids, play in the dirt. Yeah, shovel it in this classifier.
Yeah, it should be a beautiful weekend, man. I'm glad everybody's coming out. I'm glad Rich Cooley's coming. That's cool. I haven't seen him since last year, so.
Yeah, and Dennis Dayton said he's all packed, ready to go.
Yep. I talked to him on Facebook the other day, and I wasn't sure if he was coming or not, so glad to see that he is.
Yeah, and I bet he has his platter full, you know. Alaska with Razor, that should be a good time.
Beer, Wentz. I need another beer.
Living large.
Yeah. One day.
Well, let's not treat Mr. Tim here any different than we do anybody else. Let's put him through that proverbial.
So tell us,
List
Tim.
of questions. We gotta throw our list of questions at him.
How'd you get into the lifestyle you're living now, and what made you start doing YouTube?
I believe that would be, well, at first, like, I didn't know anything about gold, but my ex-wife's dad, he was, into it and stuff, so I kind of watched him do some cleanups and stuff, so I jumped on YouTube one day when I was bored and started looking up gold. And here I come across this flash in the pan YouTube guy from way out west.
There it is. Ed's fault again.
Got hooked. Yep, it's Ed's fault for sure. And, I don't know. I've always liked filming, so I just started recording it and just started posting it. And it really snowballed from there. Went from just a pan to a A52 sluice, and yeah.
Now, I'm sure, like most of us, now pretty much everything else revolves around the lifestyle of prospecting, huh?
Yep.
Vacations, okay, school's done, let's go.
You drive by any creek and it never looks the same as it looked before you started prospecting.
No.
Nope. You look at every single creek. You slow down on bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're looking for those quartz, man. I'm telling you.
Instead of looking for fishing holes,
Yes.
like Dano, he used to be a big-time fisherman. I bet you, instead of saying, ooh, I bet you there's a nice big bass there or something, he's like, ooh, there's a fallout zone for some
Dano, when was the
gold.
last time you got a fishing license?
A couple years.
3 years ago.
A couple years.
Yeah, me too.
But I got private property I can go to too, so that's kind of.
Oh.
I've been fishing since then, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
I love to go fishing. I need to take my fishing poles to the Norris because that'd be good fishing there.
Yep.
Well,
So you catch some nice smallmouth in the Norris.
you saw the fish we saw at the swing that last time we were there.
Yeah, but them were big old carps, man.
Those are fun to catch.
They're hard to catch.
They're fun to catch.
They're
One of
fun
those
to
out of line,
catch.
man. It's a fight.
Now, if you got a bow, poof! Oh yeah,
There were some nice trout in that river too, though.
Right?
yeah. There was some nice trout in there too. There was.
So, as anyone know who watches you, Sarah digs with you, and even Jet and the other kids. How do you like this lifestyle, Sarah?
I love it. It gives us all, something to do together. And Jet really loves being in the water. And yeah, I like it.
Now, did you, when you two first met and Tim's like, I'm into prospecting and stuff, what did you think?
I literally thought he was crazy.
You're a nuts. I want to go out dancing and stuff.
No, I've always been like an outdoor person. So when we went the first time together, I was hooked just as fast as he was,
Right on. Right on.
I see you out there working with him, except now you got to keep an eye on Jet. Can you take him to it? He obviously loves looking for rocks.
Oh yeah. Give him a bucket and his own shovel and he'll be good all day.
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw that.
He looked like he was having a really good time last weekend at the scenic views. So.
Yeah, he did have fun. He likes doing anything that Tim does. So.
Well, yeah, Papa,
Yep.
I want to go hang out with Dad, man.
He looks like he's doing fun stuff. He's playing in the dirt, in the water.
Yep. Every day he has to go to the water.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, he's a cool little kid.
Yeah.
And he's not a pest.
No, he's really good. Really good.
Yeah. Some kids are cool for a minute.
Yeah, you didn't like that outhouse though at the swing when we were down at Bigfoot Hollow. No.
Tim's gonna have to teach him how to use the facilities when there isn't any.
Yeah, that's definitely Tim's job.
Go water that tree.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's supposed to.
I remember when I first time I took my grandson, he was probably 5 years old, 6 years old. Took him fishing, and he'd never peed outdoors. As long as in and like Jet wouldn't go in an outhouse. I tell him, no,
Well, he
Right
just looked
there.
in and seen all them sewer bass. Why he didn't want to use that outhouse?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it must have been bad.
Yeah, I just told, look, you got a choice. You're gonna be walking around all day with wet pants because you didn't want to pee against that tree, or you just whip it out and pee against that tree.
Well, prospectors, we all walk around in wet pants at one time or another.
Yeah, right. Well, we were fishing, so that was, But yeah, after that he was cool. Yeah, no problem no more.
Nope.
Because I was not leaving to take him to the gas station. We're going to the gas station. No,
Not doing that.
no, ain't gonna happen.
He'll learn real quick to use the porta pot.
Yep.
Shoot, when I used to take my kids up to the claims or out camping, they pretty much didn't have a choice. We were way too far from any gas station.
You're gonna have to make do.
There it is, buddy.
Our buddy Spike Littlejohn just showed up. How you doing, Spike?
And speaking of Spike Littlejohn, why he's in here, Dano? How'd you like the gold ram?
I worked fine, I thought. I found gold with it. I sat under that culvert and I just worked, I don't know, what was out there, 2-3 hours or something?
Right.
I worked the whole time and I found, for around here, good gold, I guess. It did its job.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I learned how to, how it worked for me as far as the way you run your dirt out of it. But it worked fine for me.
Yeah. You didn't try it as a sluice, though, did you?
Well, I worked it as a sluice, kind of, sort of. I mean, I agitated it, then I kind of dumped it and run it out, run the light stuff off the top, agitate it, get everything down into those drop riffles.
Right.
But yeah, it worked fine. I mean, I seen gold at the top of it at one point. I seen a piece in the top. So, I know I wasn't working it too hard. The gold was staying in the top and all down through it. But yeah, I would dip it in and I'd tip it up and dump it, and all the lights would come off.
Spike says it likes water flow. So I imagine if he said it.
Yeah, it did. You can be pretty aggressive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be pretty aggressive with it, it seems like.
Yeah, go ahead, Tim.
I might have got my camera working. Hang on. If not, I'll just hypnotize you with my speaker circle.
Must go prospecting. Well, Judy's been putting my feet to the fire on getting the shop and my garage cleaner.
How burned are your feet? Charcoal yet?
No, not yet. It's
Come
getting
on.
there. It's a work in progress. You'd be surprised, Dano and Jesse.
Okay.
So,
Is the brake area cleaned up yet?
More.
We had that all cleaned up the day I was there. Perfect. We all took a break. Of course, when we took the break, we never got back up and cleaned no more. But we took a break, and it was clean when we left. We come back, and it's just piled with prospecting stuff.
Yeah, sluice box,
it's like the
a
Grinch's
bag,
Christmas.
like 3 tubs. I just come in and set it down.
I can't say much. I can turn my computer and
Look
show
who
you
just
my
showed up.
garage.
Rasta Man just showed up. How you doing, Rasta Man, Ralph?
Hey, what's
Hey.
up, Rasta?
Also, Dan Zoller has showed up, and
yeah.
Ronald.
Yeah, there's Dan. I see Dan too.
Ronald must be on his way back from New York.
Oh yeah. I
Looks
see him.
like he's in Belvedere, Illinois right now, so he's getting close to home. Safe travels, Ronald.
I'm friendly out there.
Yeah, drive friendly. Watch out for motorcyclists.
That'll be another rant some other night. I have a rant about motorcycles.
Our viewers been wanting to hear a rant lately, it seemed like. So.
We have a guest.
Let's hear it, Jesse. Come on, Jesse.
All right, just a little short one. Okay?
Now it's time for
Just a little
Jesse's
short one.
rant.
Well, you see all these, bumper stickers about, be careful, motorcycle riders, pay attention, be careful of them. And then you get on YouTube and you see motorcyclists driving like idiots. Motorcycles, weaving in and out of traffic. Motorcyclists being little anuses. It's anus orifices to keep it clean.
Not big ones, just little ones?
No, big ones too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'll watch out for them as long as they're driving normally, not being idiots. If you're being an idiot, then if you get hit, personally,
Adventure.
don't have any,
Oh shit!
I don't feel sorry for
Go
them,
panic
you
is
know?
more.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mr. Lodak. There, you don't have to go to YouTube. You see it on the streets.
Sorry about that little interruption. I had something queued up already,
Yeah, I saw that.
and I didn't unqueue it before I did something. Sorry.
So I feel that if motorcyclists want us to watch out for them, they should, drive like their life really does matter. That's it for tonight.
Well, I understand, like, back in, like, SoCal, you'd be, before you were in a parking lot 100 miles long, you could be at a steady space and there'd be a bike flying by you, weaving in and out. 100. And like it happens on 75 too, here. They zip through and a lot of them will have their GoPro on their helmet.
Right. Yeah, that's where you get these videos from. But, like I said, I'll watch out for them. But if they're acting like idiots and they get in a wreck and they hurt themselves, I just don't feel sorry for them. I really don't. Especially guys that are being antagonistic to other drivers on the road.
Don't be acting like a fool.
Exactly, because I'm a bigger fool and I just run your ass over. Okay, now I'm done.
That
Well,
was Jesse's rants.
I got my camera to light up, but it doesn't look like it's still working like on my end.
I think it came on for just a split second.
Okay.
Did you actually get video or
Just for a split second, I thought.
try it again? Yeah, the light comes on, so it's trying to work. It was in the permissions on Windows 10. I had to go in and figure that out. Got the permissions turned back on. It's for Skype, so.
Just a pain in the butt.
Is it just spinning still?
Yep.
Spike Littlejohn said something here for those crazies on bikes, daredevils. At least they will document their demise.
Yeah.
Because it'll be Jesse running up on him. Whoa!
No,
Good.
It'll be Jesse not trying to avoid hitting me when they pull up in front of me like that. It'll be Jesse
And
just going, I'm not going to kill myself to avoid hitting you.
go up in front of you and they go too far on their wheelie, or they end up going head over heels.
Ba-bump. Oh,
Welcome,
didn't see him.
Jeff. Good
Didn't
evening.
see him.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
Boom,
if
boom.
you
Speed bump.
and if you're with a group of guys doing that, and you expect me to stop while you're yelling and screaming at me, you got another thing coming. You gotta no, I ain't stopping. And if you stop in front of me, I still ain't stopping. Just I'm too old to get out and fight your butt. So, but I'll watch out for you if you're driving and being good, like I am, because I don't play on the road. That's a full-time thing when you're driving. You can't be texting and doing other stuff. Now I'm going on to another rant.
Now you're telling me, buddy, I drive for a living.
Yeah. Oh, I am too.
He's the guy we yell at half the time, the truck driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
not me, buddy. I am gone. It's 60 flat out all the time.
Point A, point B, point A,
Yep.
point B. Get your route done and get home, huh?
Yep, I drive that bottle like a race car.
Oh, hey, Ed, remember last time when Spike was on? He couldn't find his heat gun. He still can't find it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said he went and bought 2, didn't he?
Oh, I got 3 or 4 by now.
Yeah, he said, so I went and bought 2.
Ray's in the house.
Yeah.
Ray's here.
By the looks of the Razor's Edge, it should be on the water this weekend, huh?
Hey, Ray, how's it going? Yeah, it looks like he was getting close to putting it in.
I feel like taking some phone calls after we take a quick break.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be right back after this message.
Adventure, mystery, discovery. Gold panning is more than a search for beautiful rocks. Panning is a journey that can take you to amazing new places all around the world. It is an experience for all ages, bringing families closer together and fulfilling a spark of excitement when life has grown too dull. The Gold Claw pan makes it easier to take part in the journey than ever before. This expertly designed pan is made for any skill level and any age. All you need is an explorer's heart and the passion for discovery. Begin your family's gold story now. Order your Gold Claw pan today and see where the adventure takes you.
All right, phone lines are open now. 419-741-4090. Brought to you by our friends down at Carolina Prospectors. Welcome, Dave.
Gold Bucky just showed up. He said,
Oh, yeah.
Did you see his post? What he commented?
No, here I'll go
says-
back see what Samuel said.
He said he just had a blank motorcyclist pass me at 100 miles an hour as we talk about it. Why not?
We have Mr. John Shaw on the line. How you doing,
Hey.
John?
Oh,
Hey, John.
doing great. Y'all look like you're having fun tonight.
Oh, we always have fun, John. How you doing? I'm glad you're doing good. How's the missus?
Yeah. She's doing real good. And gonna go visit with her tomorrow evening.
You still making progress on her walking?
Yeah. She was in. I was going to talk to her today, and she had to go. She go to therapy, so that's a good thing. At least she's participating in it. As long as she participates, she's going to get better.
That's right. That's what
Mr.
it
John
takes.
Shaw, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How you doing, Mr. Tim?
Good, good. It's been a while since I've talked to you.
Yeah. And I just wanted everybody to know out there, Mr. Tim's the one that got me into the YouTube thing. making
Oh,
videos.
cool.
I'm still playing at it and practicing. I'm getting better, but he's the one that started me on it. Seen Mr. Tim's videos, and then of course seen Ed in the shed.
I need to
But,
get back to making those.
Those were my inspirations to get started, and I've had a good time with it. And
Excellent.
I seen you said you're going to Fossil, so I'll be able to see everybody. They got the first half of the vacation approved, but the times they're scheduling things. They always schedule so many weeks in advance, so they hadn't got to the second half yet. But if they approve the first, they're going to approve the second. So I'm going to be there.
You're going to
Excellent.
be at Bosick?
Yeah, I'm going to make it to Fossil this year.
Awesome.
17 and a half hour drive, but I'm going to make it.
That's a long trip, buddy.
Yeah, man.
You are going to bring us a bucket of your driveway, right?
Driveway prospecting.
Oh yeah, hey, you know, gold is where you find it. Sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. No, you come up here and find our gold.
Oh, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna bring a little bit of equipment, and I'm gonna look around and see what everybody else is using, and try to figure some of it out. And who knows? May even design a thing or two.
Hey.
We'll be glad to have
yeah.
you, John. I hope you make it up
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know. Well, like I said,
that's how innovation is done, you know, with guys like you and Ed, and us, and the rest of us. You pick us up and you go, you know what? I wonder if this will work, and you make a little mock-up and you try it and go, oh man, this works. You know, which is usually, you know, just the first step. That's the later steps that can trip you up. Sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and like I say, I got a couple new toys to play with, and bringing those and my old toys, and we'll see what we can find.
Are you bringing the tubby up with you?
I'm gonna bring my tubby. I got the gold ram and spike strike sluice, and I'm gonna bring my Angus McCurk Predator 3 also. I'm gonna bring it all in all my pans.
Gonna do like a side by side with the Angus and the Spike Strike?
I haven't yet, but I'm gonna give them a try and see what happens.
All right.
What is that, Angus? Is that just a sluice, or is that a power sluice?
It's a power sluice, Predator 3.
Okay.
It's a drop ripple sluice.
Yeah, I would say I love their design stuff, but I could never afford it. But
yeah, it's a little 6-inch wide power sluice, but it works real good. I'm real happy with it. It loves the water.
Don't we all?
And you were talking a little bit earlier in the room before the show about the tubby. How are you liking the tubby by Spike?
The tubby is real good. It's a little different for me. I've never had any. It's not a real true high banker, but it's built about the same way. It's got a screen everything runs over and everything, and concentrates it down. And I ran the contents of my panning tub, and then also ran some stuff that I'd run through the Predator, and actually found a couple extra pieces of gold. Not a lot, but hey, every little speck is shiny.
Yeah, and it all adds up.
Well, when you come to Ohio, John, you're gonna have low expectations like that, because I know what you're used to finding. I still got the gold that you sent me in that necklace. Some nice chunky stuff.
No problem. I'm just glad she enjoys it. That's what it was meant for. And yeah, like I say, y'all have a great evening. I'm gonna let somebody else get in here, and I don't want to monopolize the show because you're the guest. So y'all have fun.
Hey, do you know what day you're gonna try to make it up?
Calling in. We appreciate you calling in, John. We really do.
Oh.
While we're here, we want to hear from you guys.
Definitely. Tim asked, do you know what day you'll make it up?
Well, let's see. I'm probably gonna leave here Tuesday evening, so I'll probably be there Thursday. And I'll get there, a day or two early. But hey, give me time to get stuff figured out before everybody shows up.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to come a little early, get a good spot.
Yeah, there'll be
Definitely.
plenty of people there to help you out too,
Mm-hmm.
without a doubt.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a great one, and like I say, I'll see y'all soon.
All
Looking
right.
forward
All
to it,
right.
buddy.
Care, John.
Call it in, John.
Bye.
Welcome, John Smith. John Smith in the room is asking, how much gold have you all collected in all?
About 3,000 ounces.
Why you gotta embarrass us and ask us that? Why do you gotta embarrass us and ask us that question? We're in
Yeah.
Ohio.
Well, I don't even remember what I found out west, let alone stuff I'm finding here. I don't weigh much of it. I just collect it and let it sit and look at it. I don't
how's it
even
going,
take it out to share it much.
There's
That's-
Wayne in the room.
Oh, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne
Peterson.
Nugget Brain Peterson in the house.
Do the
Oh,
Nugget
no.
Brain Challenge.
Oh no, I know that call's coming later.
Nathan Newingham, he's in there now. Oh, Nathan. The Guyver Muscle Machine is in with us too.
You telling Jaron to call in.
Oh yeah, Jeff's been in for a while.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Sarah wants Wayne to call in. She wants to do the Nugget Brain Challenge.
Sure, she might do it, but you'll have to pan it out, huh?
Oh, there's a bad joke there.
Kids, close your ears for a second.
Nah, I'm not saying no jokes.
Okay.
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 2 ounces, but
Who's calling in
traded.
next? Where's Dennis? He can call in.
Phones are open. Phone lines are open.
Dennis says, "Where's the best gold in Ohio?" In my pocket, Dennis.
He knows the answer to that. It's the northwest or the west side of Ohio, over by Indiana. It seems to be the best. All the way
Right.
down to Cincinnati.
Yeah, Southwest. Definitely ain't the Northwest.
No, the northeast.
So,
And it ain't where I live, that's for sure.
Well,
hey, Patrick Moore, how's it going?
it's
He
not
was in
in
here
the.
earlier.
It's
didn't
not
see
in
him.
the. He was doing something.
I think he's feeding his face.
That could be.
Patrick
Listen,
wants me to get the
John-
carrot out.
Yeah, Jonathan says he's still here too.
Chris Dyer, man, call in. It's been a long time since I've talked to you. I'd like to know how Bill and them's doing down there. I haven't had any contact since OSPA took over their claims.
Call in Chris
There's no
Dyer.
call in.
Call
I haven't
in
talked to Bill in a
Chris
while.
Dyer.
Yeah, this is everybody's opportunity. Talk to
Yeah,
Tim.
he could even talk about
Talk to Sarah.
his Father's Day thing him and Hookmeister are having.
Right.
I doubt if we'll be able to make that, but we'll be at Hookmeister's Prospecting and Outdoors the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd, right?
Second and third, right.
That's a place I'd like to go. I've been hearing about Hook's place, and it seems like it'd be a good spot to hit.
Yeah, well,
Find out.
I'm sure Jonathan will call in. Bill just had a couple of stints put in, Dennis Dayton said.
Okay. You guys will have to hold your questions for Sarah. She's running to go get cigarettes.
No.
Jaron and Jeff are going back and forth, but right now we have a call from Wayne Nugget Brain Peterson, the president of Watts. How you doing, Wayne?
I'm doing great. Why do you do that to me?
Do what?
Plug.
You announced me calling in. It should be a surprise that I'm calling in.
Yeah.
Anonymous caller.
Okay, I'll try not to say anything next time. Wait.
Hang up and call back.
Well, I guess I was challenged to call in, so I called in. What's the challenge?
Who challenged you?
You said that I needed to call in, and you need to call in. So I thought maybe you were making a challenge, but you want to hear about the challenge. I understand.
How you doing, Wayne?
I'm doing fantastic. How's everybody out there doing?
Oh, good.
Good.
Itching to get out, man. Itching.
Well, Colorado's got beautiful weather. The river's up, the water's flowing really good. It is just unbelievable here. You guys need to be out here. It's 79, 85 degrees, perfect for dredging and sluicing and whatever you want to do, metal detecting. Come on out. I have no excuses for you.
Crickets.
I'd love to get out to Colorado.
I'd
Well,
love to too if
Colorado-
I could afford it.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say the same thing. Well, Daniel, you're heading that way, but you already got a place you're going to.
Yeah, but now that I'm starting this new job, it's kind of going to put a taint and everything for here about a year.
Right.
Uh-oh.
I know
Well,
that's
they
why I
have-
did that last year.
I got to move on up like the Jeffersons. I got to do something. I can't climb them ladders no more like I used to.
I hear
There's
that.
plenty. There's plenty of jobs in Colorado. There's no excuse.
I'm becoming a building coordinator.
Oh.
Slash, what? That's a what? A janitor?
Fancy name for a maintenance man.
Oh, maintenance man. Maintenance man.
Fancy name for maintenance man.
Maintenance technician.
Gotta have them too.
In other words, you're going to be in charge of cleaning toilets on a daily basis.
That and whatever else comes up. But I don't have to
Fix that.
climb a ladder to do it, Wayne. That's the best part of it. Them ladders are starting to kill me, man. That surgery I had on my knee, it's starting to catch up now.
Yeah, but you don't realize you've already climbed up that ladder because now you're a official titled person.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
climbing a ladder. It's a low ladder, right?
Yep.
We have Chris Dyer on the phone, which we were kind of nudging to call in because Tim wanted a report
Got a
on
house full.
Bill, Chris, Wayne, Nugget Brain Peterson, Nugget Brain, Chris Dyer, another Ohio prospector, and you know the rest of us, Chris. No one wants to take you up on your challenge except for a crazy Tasmanian, Wayne.
Too hard to find in Ohio to try to find it twice.
I really don't mind that nobody wants to take that challenge, but I am going to take my own challenge starting the end of next month because dredging season starts here in July for me. So I need to build up that power to be inside of me, bring that gold out and show you all what I can do with my Nugget Brain Challenge. I know it works. If you don't think it works, that's up to you, but I'm going for it.
So are you gonna here's a challenge for you. Each Tuesday of that month, you wait for the show to re-eat your nugget.
No, I'm going to do it every time it flushes through. I got to keep it going. I'm not waiting a whole week to show you.
Well, you have to do it every day, right?
Well, you do it as often as it comes out. Sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes 2 days.
Right, okay. So if it's on a Tuesday, you could wait till 8 to do it live. We need some proof, right? David did it.
Yeah,
My
we're
word
not going to
is
take your
good.
word for it.
My word is good as the gold nugget I'm swallowing. You guys gotta believe me. I mean, it works. If you don't want to believe me, you know.
I'm not saying it works. I just don't want the same thing to happen to me that happened to David.
You know, by virtue of you being in Colorado, you're going to get more gold than we are.
Patrick Moore says, "Pan it live." I don't think so.
I am going to do much better than most people in Colorado for what I have to offer. And if it takes eating a gold nugget every day or two, you know, the easiest way to figure out the cycle, and I call corn as my tracer. If I eat corn, I can count how many days it takes for that corn to come out.
You're a brave man.
If I get a real Chinese dinner, you know, and eat that egg drop soup or that mushroom soup, whatever they call that, the spicy soup, I know it's within a few hours.
Yeah, really. It'll be easy to pan because there won't be no Chuckies in it.
You won't have to classify out the corn.
Oh, gosh. What is happening here?
This is done went south.
Well, I can see Sarah right now in the back going, "Oh, what the hell are they talking about?"
Oh, she knows about the Nugget Brain Challenge.
Our goal on this show is to make that the most famous YouTube, so the guy down under could make some money off this video, get enough money to come to Ohio and visit you guys, and then kick over here to Colorado, and then we can make another YouTube video, him and I both eating a gold nugget and planning it out and showing the people of the world this works.
Now Patrick's gotten John Smith saying it. Pan it live, pan it live.
Sad part is you would get views because of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, easy. Yeah.
But you know what? I'm really thinking now that you guys are talking, is I have 2 dogs at the house. I might start feeding my dogs because they're a lot easier.
Now the dogs are doing the nugget challenge.
It's a Labrador nugget.
That's not going to help you with your gold. I mean, you got to swallow yourself in order for you to get more gold.
Well, he could take the dogs with him to sniff it out.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Now, see, you're thinking on the same level as Nugget Brain.
Get the nugget, boy.
Not sure what level that is, but okay.
It has to be a good level, right, Nugget Brain?
You know, the mentality of myself is not as well as other people, I guess.
What kind of dogs do you have, Nugget Brain? Wait, what kind of dogs do you have?
What's that?
What kind of dogs do you have?
I got a German Shepherd Labrador, and my daughter has whatever you think it wants to be.
Oh, my. Okay, so the Labrador does work with that, guys. It's a Labrador nugget.
Well, the German Shepherd is the best part of it all. That's why I got him, because he's 90% German Shepherd and 10% Labrador. He's got the webbed feet, but he's got the German Shepherd body, but he's solid black, so he's probably 75% German Shepherd and 25% Labrador.
Nice.
And he's my gold finding dog this year, and my daughter's dog is a gold finding dog. So if I watch where he jumps in the river, that's where I'm going to set my dredge right then and there, because that's got to be the good spot, because that's the spot he hit for me.
There you go.
If that works, it works, you know.
Well, you know, people laugh at me. On the side of my dredge, I have a big yellow X outlined in black. And I have an arrow. And above the X, this big X, it says gold here. Now, people laugh at me and they said, well, why do you have that on your dredge? I said, well, because last time I was in the river, this is where I found the gold, so I marked my dredge so I never lose that spot.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Every time I put it in the river, I know where to go. I know where to run my 4-inch dredge because I marked it from last year.
You'd be a lot of fun to hang out with sometime around the campfire.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyways, I was on a radio show last night. I know somebody already put it in there. I talked about treasure hunting. If you go on Nugget Brain Wayne or Wayne Peterson on Facebook, pull up that interview that I did last night. I was on about 2.5 hours. I talked about treasures in the United States. That's all I talked about was different treasures that are out there. I talked about the Fenn treasure, the Lost Dutchman, the Gracias paintings, which I mentioned on your show before. And I talked about the Golden Pyramid in Gurnee, Illinois. And I talked about the one down in the Caballos, the gold bars. So, you know, I enjoy talking about treasure hunting. I've been actively looking for many of these over the years. I have a whole catalog of treasures that are out there that we all should be looking for because they're available to us to find. So one night when you guys get brave and we don't want to talk about the Nugget Brain Challenge, I could talk about different treasures in the United States. I know there are some in Ohio and Oklahoma. I could tell you some stories about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And I just found out, I confirmed today that the Dalton gang hung out here in Durango. And I'm going this week, within the next week, I'm going to go visit one of their hideouts. It is it's not a cave, it's just a hole in the ground that the Daltons actually hid out in here in Durango, Colorado. So I'm going to be checking that out. I might do a video on it if I could figure out how to do a Facebook Live, just like our friend Dennis Dayton does all the time.
Facebook Live.
Do a Facebook Live.
If you got a smartphone, just get on Facebook and there's a little camera up there that says Facebook Live.
Yeah.
I tried to do that the other day. I went out to the camp on Sunday to start getting ready for our big hunt coming up end of June, and I tried to do a Facebook Live. I couldn't figure out how to do it. My kids couldn't figure out, so I did a video and then just posted it when I got back into Durango. So, but that's what we've been working on.
Sometimes it doesn't work when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, we had good. I have 4G and I had good reception. It just didn't.
Oh.
It didn't show an icon on there to do it, but I'll figure it out. When I do the hunt out there, and I'll be going out there in a couple more weeks to get more things set up with the camp. They need some help out there, so I'm going to run out there, and I'll probably try and figure it out and then do a Facebook Live while I'm out there, just so people could actually see what the camp is. And I posted that on my Facebook. It's about maybe a 5-minute video. I don't even know how long it was, but I posted that. And excuse me, like I told you all before, that Gypsy is coming out, and we're working on a few other of the high-profile people from YouTube to come out and, maybe they're going to be out there. As soon as we get confirmation that they're coming, we'll advertise all that for everybody to know who's coming out. So, but Gypsy is definitely coming, and she's going to be out there. She's going to do some YouTubes. I'm going to take her down to the river, teach her how to pan for gold. She said she's never done it except in a panning trough. I'm going to teach her how to do it, and hopefully we have a great show, and hope everybody can come out and enjoy the weekend.
Excellent. We have some more callers calling in, Wayne. Thanks for calling in, and we hope to hear from you next week too.
Oh, I'm sure you will, like always. Hey, thanks everybody. God bless you and have a great day.
Excellent. You too, Wayne.
Okay.
All right, we have another YouTuber on, the man, the myth of Rad, Prospector Josh. How you doing, bud?
What's up, fellas? Hey, Tim. Hi, Sarah. What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good, good. I don't have much time, but just got back from Rad Adventure with Adam.
Excellent.
It was amazing, and we got into amazing old ancient riverbed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lots of footage. Lot of footage.
Drifts, right?
What's that?
In those drifts that you found?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
the old territorial. I don't know. Adam has all these technical words for it, you know. So
Right.
I call them ancient riverbeds.
Works for me too.
Yeah.
Tertiary.
It's next to this old prospector. Okay, so the guy had his home tucked away back in this cave, and his cave overlooks the whole river. And down in that cave is a little hole, and that's where we found his mining. And he hasn't been there since probably, late 70s probably. But
That sounds like a cool spot though. Where at? What state are you in?
California.
We're in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even cooler than the gold was finding all that old, all his old bedding, his stove, his old rocking chair. Really cool
Yeah,
stuff.
that was cool seeing that.
Left a huge bucket of dirt that he pulled out of that mine, left it right there. And Chris Wands, the product tester, he took a sample out of it and probably got the best pan of the weekend.
Nice.
Just amazing. Really cool spot. I'm glad Adam was there to witness it, because that's what he wanted to find, was something like that, and we found exactly that.
Right. Was that a guy that owns that claim? Was that all his equipment up there, or was that equipment from people before him?
Well, I don't think the last people that had that claim knew about this spot, because it was really, it was really overgrown, and we had to cut our way into it. But the last people to own it had another operation a little bit up the river, and we went in there, and the gold wasn't nothing compared to what we found.
Wayne Wagner's wondering, what river were you on?
Oh yeah, it's the Wouldn't You Like to Know River.
Up No Tell'em Creek.
Hey.
Sorry, Wayne.
I know where that's at.
It's over yonder.
Right.
It's that feeder creek, do your own research creek. I don't know, one of those.
I wouldn't expect any other answer.
Did you guys spend the night up there?
Oh, we spent 2 nights, 3 days up there.
Yeah.
Adam only spent 1 night. We tried to talk him into 2, but he had another prospecting trip with a pretty badass miner up here, Jerry. He's got another channel too, a YouTuber, and they're probably getting into some big gold as well. If I know it, he's with Jerry. So.
Yeah, it looked like watching the video, he's talking about took him 2.5 hours to get to where you guys are going, and only took him like a half hour to get back to the where he started.
Well, okay, so Yeah, it took about 2.5 hours to get down to where our camp is. Camp Glorious, and oh my God, it's so glorious. I had drones and everything. The film's coming. You're gonna love it. But 2.5 hours down. Adam probably only took him an hour and a half to get back up. I don't know how, because he got lost as well.
Right,
but we got lost, and it took us 4.5 hours to get out. So thank God he didn't get as lost as us, because we got worried, because he left late in the afternoon, and he only had 4 hours to get out of there. Otherwise, he would have been screwed. So
Petey could have sniffed him out, though.
I can't believe that little tiny dog.
Did he repel?
No. Well, we found a way down, but we didn't have to repel.
I was looking for Petey repelling footage, man.
I know, right? We got for Petey, but you'll see all that soon.
Excellent.
He's a dog, man.
Love chatting with you all.
Hey, you too.
Watch the videos. Yeah, watch Adam's if you haven't. It gives you a little teaser of what's going on. So
cool.
Excellent, and we'll keep an eye out.
Looking forward to it.
All right, later.
See you, Josh.
Thanks for calling in.
Josh of Rich Ass Dirt Adventures in Cali.
Damn.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Not my old lady.
Oh.
No, come to dinner. Sorry.
See ya. All right, phone lines are open. Again, call now, Chris Dyer.
Wish I could figure out this
Hello,
camera.
King Prospector.
I'd probably have to leave Skype, but I don't want to do all that.
Do what?
Get my camera working. I think I have to reload Skype, but I don't want to do all that.
But Cameron Smith Prospector, he said, screw it, I'm doing the Nugget Brain Challenge. I'll make it good, including the panning.
There you go.
You're gonna get banned on YouTube. Don't do it.
Do it.
Oh, I don't want to see nobody.
Like I said, you know people will watch it.
Painting
You know they
poo.
will. You know they will.
Oh, I know. I will too if it comes on. Yeah. Hey, if it comes up painting poo, you know I'm gonna watch it.
You don't want to know, Mother.
No, you don't.
My mom's wanting to know what the Nugget Brain Challenge is.
Oh.
What is it? What are you talking about?
It's supposed to make you help you find more gold.
She can't hear you because we got headphones on, but she hears us talking. Oh boy.
That camera says he's got a 1 gram nugget. There you go.
Camera's gonna do it. Video.
3 gram nugget. I thought about doing it. Once he said that your body attunes to the gold, but I don't know, Wayne. That's a little far fetched. If I could just like concentrate and be like, oh, like dowsing rods, then.
There you go. Like I was just saying a while ago, dowsing rods, electronics. You know. Make you a magnet attractor. I mean, what don't you? Isn't there dowsing rods that you actually put gold in the end to give it?
Well, yeah, people have so many designs of dowsing rods where you can put your witness, either platinum, gold, whatever, inside it. Same with like the electroscopes. They'll have a place where you can put your witness instead of holding it.
Mr. Lodak had a question about the culvert. We usually get over to that claim maybe twice a year, but actually working in the culvert is kind of difficult because you want to work up at the head of the culvert, obviously. I mean, thousands of people have told me that over and over again. But it's a property line issue as far as hitting the head of it. So, you know, we usually just kind of tinker around in there. but I don't really have long hoses, so as far as setting the dredge up or anything in there, you know, you're going to be breathing in those pump fumes, and it's just no fun. So we usually just kind of run
out far enough.
Yeah, I guess Dano's got a big one.
Oh, I don't know. We get about
Stretch
4 or
mine
5
out
guys
through
in there doing a bucket brigade,
Yeah, you can do that.
classifying and bringing the material out, suck it up in the dredge, put it in front of the dredge, suck it up.
And yes, we are definitely going to the Norse this weekend. All the kids. We're 2 carloads deep.
Well, it's going to be great seeing you guys again.
Yeah, it's going to be like week after week here pretty soon. Work's going to fire my ass. Got all 10 of my vacation days this year scheduled around outings, so it's going to be a good year.
That's what you do.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Ed does it. My wife does it even.
Yeah, Chris Price is going to be there also. That's Keen Prospector.
Yep.
He'll be at the Norris.
I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't texted him in a while. I usually text him every now and then just to keep in touch.
Who is King Prospector?
Chris Price.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Prospector Chris.
Always changing his names.
Okay.
So he's-
Yeah, Prospector Chris, which he used to be on Facebook.
He stays incognito.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, where'd Jesse go?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Where'd Jesse go? We have a caller on the line. We have Hook on the line.
Well, let me say hello to Thomas. Oh,
what's up, Jonathan?
We're going, Thomas.
Not much. Just as soon as you picked up the phone, all I heard was "suck it up, suck it up." Yeah, so it just almost lost it. So
Yeah, I guess you did.
But-
Oh, talking about dredging the culvert. Okay.
Ed, Jesse, Dano, y'all doing good? Chris, you and your wife doing good too?
Tim?
Oh, yeah.
Tim?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
Tim, I
doing
mean,
good.
That's all. Sorry.
Threw me off. I was sorry.
Well, Chris called earlier, but Wayne was on too, so he said
Yeah,
he'd call back
yeah.
later.
Well, while you guys were all talking, I was eating some barbecue ribs off the grill, so you know, hey,
So yeah, we're getting
good supper.
getting
Look,
pretty
did you ever
excited
make
about.
it back to that property you were talking about? I think it was last show, where you went over there and just did a quick little sample, and it looked good.
Yeah, I went over there. I took a 2.5-inch dredge, which stays in the back of my Suburban. I still got room for all the kids. But yeah, I took it over there, and I got to run. It was even, and it was getting close to raining, but I got to run for about, I don't know, probably an hour and a half, and I was hitting bedrock within about a foot down, 1.5 foot down with a 2.5-inch dredge, and did a 3x3 area, and it was a nice pan. I haven't posted the pictures yet. We just got everything settled with the bank and everything to merge, so my PayPal, YouTube, all that stuff will be going up here real soon since all that's dealt with because our bank merged, and it's just been nuts here lately. So one thing after another, I guess.
Yeah, and the next month you're going to be pretty busy down there at Hookmeister, you know.
Oh yeah, between well, on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the 2nd you guys will be down there flashing your pan,
Right.
Ed, Jesse, Dano. That is a scheduled outing, and then we got the Gold Rush Days over in Ohio the next following weekend, which
That'd
my
be
wife will
Fossick.
going to.
That's
Yeah,
Fossick.
Fossick.
Yeah.
We're going to be there at that. Me and my wife will be. Everybody will get to meet Miss Hookette, as everybody calls her. I call her Mama Bird, but you know, she's just a little thing. But she'll be there with me. We're going there that weekend, and the weekend after is Father's Day, and I got another outing with special guest Chris Dyer Prospecting. So
Cool.
hopefully we get some good turnouts. Plus, I got a son graduating, getting ready to go to Michigan State College for to be a zoologist.
Oh,
So
that's cool. That's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, he wants to travel the world and learn about all kinds of animals. So that's what he wants to do. So
Cool.
And he's got a grade point average that, well, it's just off the charts, but it's hard to talk to sometimes. Kids like that are crazy. But
what really sucks
no,
is when they know they're smarter than you.
oh yeah, and he does, because he knows a little bit about everything, pretty much, just a little about it, but he'll argue like he knows everything about everything. So yeah, it makes it difficult sometimes. But I got a 9-year-old that's the same way, so that's even worse. I got another 9 more years with that little monster, but you know, hey, he's an outdoorsman though. He likes, take him to the creek. I don't have to worry about him. He'll find more gold than most adults. I'll tell you. If he says dig there, I dig there, because he always does good. I'll tell you. He can take one little bucket and find more gold than I did in 5 hours. So
You don't need dowsing rods or TV the picker, or you got your boy to find your gold, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you, he's something else. But I wouldn't. Now when we're at home, he's on the computer. He likes watching videos to learn a little bit about everything. He's also into animals, but he wants to be more like a explorer or like a conservation officer or something like that, work in the wilderness. That's what he wants to do. So, and he's only 9, so he's already set.
He's 9?
But
yeah.
Yeah, he's 9 going on 30.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, he shows me a lot of my computer stuff. I mean, he really does. So, I mean, I've had you guys explain stuff to me. He shows me all the other stuff. So
Now, Hook, I don't know if I've ever heard, like, how do you run your operation? Is it like kind of like Bill's used to be, like pay for the night for camping, or dredge size?
it is pay to dig. It's $25 for 3 days, 2 nights. And this year I've upgraded. I've got a shower room and changing room, a sink. I'm hoping to have a hot water heater for the shower, but if not, you know, hey, it helps you wake up. And I do own my own porta potty, and I have service for the porta pot. And I've got multiple properties, but it's $25 for 3 days, 2 nights.
Yeah, that's really a good deal. No matter what size dredge or anything.
In Indiana, as long as you don't run over a 5-inch nozzle, you can pretty much run what you want. And you can, my main rules is stay off the banks, and I definitely stress that. With people, if I catch people cutting into the bank, I warn them once. After that, then I have to ask them to leave, because it's just, for one, it's a law to stay off the out of the people's banks and stuff.
You're pretty lenient there. You warn them once.
Yeah.
Well, some people just, once they get going, they just don't really focus, and I have seen that. I've even done it myself when I first got started, and I'm like, whoa, I'm getting too much. Yeah, I'm getting too far in. But gravel bars, sand bars, all that stuff, the open water, most of the creeks, and this year the main one that's open right now is Little Piece Paradise. But I do have 2 more that will be opening up before the end of the season. Just got to finish getting them mowed. The new property, I'm going to take a bigger dredge down there, first chance I get, and running it in 3 or 4 spots, get some really good pictures and videos. And that property will also be opening up. And that property is also owned by a jewelry maker. He is He cuts the stones. He does silver jewelry. Been doing it for 30 years. And he's doing more and more gold jewelry. So he's even willing to work with people if they got gold they want jewelry made out of or whatever. So that's a pretty good setup, I think. So if
Sounds
people's
real
interested in that. What's that?
And it sounds like something that would be fun to get into.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think me and my wife posted some pictures of jewelry that he has made, and
really?
he'd give us. If not, I will make sure they're posted by tomorrow so people can see. He is very talented. He's also a wire wrapper. He does all kinds of things. So, but he's already mowed a 3-acre area. Easy access, a basic 2-wheel drive can get down to it, and he's got parking available that's easier, so if someone comes down there in like a Winnebago or something.
Right.
I try to make all my properties as easy as possible for as many people to get there, and the landowners are awesome. And to speak more on that, daily is $15 for adults that are over the age of 18 or older. 13 to 17 is $15 no matter what. On the weekends, $10 through weekdays, just like a single day. And kids under 13 are free. So, because I've seen some 14-year-olds bigger than me, and man, they can carry 50 buckets in 20 minutes, you know. So, so I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what they're feeding them, but oh well, yeah, I'd let them too, because I mean they're bigger than I am. I'm 6'2", 190 pounds, but you know, but no, it's everything. The landowners are really good. It's always kid friendly. You know, once it gets evening and people are out of the water, and if there ain't no kids around, people want to have a little fun. I don't care. Just be sensible, smart. So that's the main thing.
Right.
So, you know, just make sure we just stay within the legal boundaries of the law on everything. That's the key thing, and take care of and respect the properties of the landowners. Because my landowners are older people. They will come down. They will talk to you. You know, they're very sociable, older people. They're not interested in anything I do down there, but they're interested in just talking to people from different parts of the country. So, you know.
Right on.
That's cool.
Yep.
I got a good question for you. For the 3-day, 2-night package, is that per person? Like if Sarah and I come, would it be 50?
No, because I'm glad you brought that up. I was actually getting ready to mention that too. I just thought of it. The second person, if it is a spouse or significant other, you know, whether you just live with the person or not, is $15 for that person.
Okay.
For the second person of a couple, yes.
Now, Jaron says, if I shave, I might pass for 14. Do I get him free?
I thought he said 13 and under.
No,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Jaron.
13 to 17 is $15. They got to be under 13.
Nice try, buddy.
Yep. Sorry.
What about senior citizen discounts?
Don't go there, Jesse. We're not going there. He's trying to pull the senior citizens card. Oh, man. Figure. Well, I know that.
Hey, in this state, they just whip out the golden Buckeye card.
Now we have another Ohio prospector on the phone with us right now. Tris Dyer of Dyer Prospecting. You and him have a little collaboration going on. Why don't we let him come in and spit his spill a bit?
Oh, let him in, and if it gets too crowded online, I'll bail out and let him go.
Right on, right on. Hey, Chris.
But yeah,
Chris,
hey,
you're back.
He is.
What's going on, buddy? How you been?
oh, I'm doing pretty good. You?
Good, man. Can't wait to see you
Well,
again.
I'm glad to see you're doing a little less work and a little more prospecting.
Yeah, works. I just kind of told them how it is, and they're just gonna have to deal with it.
There you go.
They're not too
Hey,
happy
you
about
got
this
you got
weekend.
your year in. You're settled in now. You can got a little leeway there.
Yep. I use it to my advantage.
But
I don't care.
yeah, if you need any information on a little piece of paradise on his Facebook page, I've made him a couple video ads, and it's got all the pricing and everything in one of them.
Okay.
Yep. They're posted
That's
on
it.
yours too, aren't they, Chris?
I've posted them on Facebook, and I tag them in a lot of my YouTube videos, along with Flashing Your Pan, Tuesday Night Hangout.
Yes,
You
sir.
betcha.
Good show.
Yeah, always glad you guys are here.
Glad to be here. Well, I'm going to step back, let Chris talk for a few, and everybody, it's nice talking to all of you tonight, and hope to hear more from you, Tim. Stay in touch, look me up, and Ed, Jesse, and Nano, can't wait to see you guys here real soon. It's coming up. Let's get
You
the blood
betcha.
pumping.
We'll be
All right.
ready.
Take care.
Later, Hook.
Call in.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, you guys need to save me a little bit of that gold over there. You guys are going a couple weeks before me.
We'll try to. No promises, though.
I don't know what to tell you, Chris.
I plan on doing a heap load of shoveling or dredging, so maybe both.
Maybe both.
Filming too.
All I know is that that gravel bar looks like I'll be able to get that cart down through there just about everywhere pretty easy.
Well,
Excellent.
Real quick here. Let me say hello to Dorito and Lucha Cabre.
Hey, Dorito.
Dorito.
Yeah, he's goes in another live, another channel I go to during their live shows. Let me see, which one was it? Was it Creators Alliance? Oh, I'm having a blonde moment. I'll remember sooner or later.
So tell us about your Father's Day that you got going on.
Oh, wait, we have a quick announcement in the room by another crazy Aussie. Cameron Smith Prospecting. Check out his stuff. He finds some good stuff. My nugget is officially swallowed. All you'll hear flashing your pan in the background when I finish the video. Hopefully the whole process is quick, and hopefully eating a heap of chili tonight means it come out faster.
No solids tomorrow.
No solids tomorrow.
Beans.
So we'll have to
can't wait
keep
to
on.
watch that then.
You guys are sick.
We're a good company, huh? Yeah, I thought it.
But I had a question for Chris. I know there's been a lot of changes down at Bill's, and USPA pretty much took over all the other claims. Now, is Bill still doing like a behind his house stuff for like non-members? Because I've been having people asking me. I'm not really sure what's going on down there.
I haven't really come out and asked him, but I'd say if somebody wanted to come there and set up, matter of fact, I just mowed most of the camp sites clear back to the bathroom and the road and all that. For him this past weekend, I'd say if you ask him, it'd probably be the same deal as usual. But yeah, believe me, he's more than happy to see anybody.
Yeah. Well, I've had some people off my YouTube. One guy's from around Cleveland area, and he was talking about going down to Bills, and he was asking about OSPA and GPAA and Bills and stuff.
I will say this much: if somebody shows up and isn't an OSPA member, he is in cahoots with Sonny, and he is set up with all the forms, and he is able to take the money and allow them on the property right then and there, instead of waiting until the money is sent and all that.
Oh, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just got a form a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Good deal.
Right,
I haven't talked to Bill in a while, so I wasn't really sure what was going on.
Yeah, I haven't either. I know when I get down there, it'll be like usual, about an hour with Bill before I even go anywhere.
Well, I think that's. I was talking to Dennis, and we think that's about the average, about 45 minutes.
Yep, can't get away from Bill too quick, but I sure do like to talk to him though.
Oh yeah, Bill's a cool guy.
I didn't even drop the gate and pull in. I pulled up. My boys walked across. They kept him occupied. I yanked the mower out of the back of the truck and took off.
Down, buddy.
We have another caller on the line. Let's get to him real quick. Hold on, Chris, if you want.
All right.
Hey, caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, that's me. Oh, okay.
The luckiest guy I know.
I was just sitting here enjoying listening on the phone.
Oh, well, cool, cool.
Tom,
how you doing,
Ohio,
buddy?
Say again?
Are you coming to Ohio, buddy, this weekend?
Yes, I plan on it right now. Unless something major happens, I'll be there.
You're not going to sink a Dredger, are you?
Oh, gosh. You know, I hope it's not like last year.
Make sure it's anchored better. Well, yeah, I remember that. It looks like it's starting to go under more.
How come the butt's sticking up so high?
Yeah, I mean, your state was trying to take my equipment all last year, so. We were down
hey, yours and everybody else's. It was going after everybody's equipment. Of course, you know, nobody told you to leave it down there either, knowing that it was going to rain.
Well, no, we didn't know it was going to rain. We didn't know it was going to rain until it started raining.
Ah.
But anyway, hopefully it'll be better this time.
Yeah. Now, there is a chance of rain this weekend.
Well, I know. And I've already decided that once I stop, I'm pulling it back to the other side and tying it up on that side. I've already came to that conclusion. No more leaving it over there.
No, yeah, at least bring it on this side.
I know it's not going to rain. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bring it on this side, pull it up a little higher.
Yep. Yep. That's it.
So you had an announcement or something?
Oh yeah, the Indiana Gold Prospectors Club is going to have a thing called, we're calling it Indiana Gold Fest, which will be like the 15th, 16th, and 17th of June. I guess it'll just be a kind of we're trying to do a little bit of a bigger outing here in Indiana. This first year, we're going to be at a private property. I had a guy that owns some land that's part of the club, and he's going to let us on a creek that's known to have gold. It's one I tested, so.
Cool. So is this going to be open for GPA members, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's actually, it'll be open for GPA members. It'll probably be open for anybody, but because you can register to become a member of the club there. So.
Right.
Now, where can they find the information at? On the Facebook page?
It'll be on the Facebook page. It'll be on several. I'll put it on both the Indiana page, and then I'll probably put it on the Ohio pages. Once I get it done, I haven't quite gotten it done yet. Here, I should have it done here the next day or so.
Very cool.
But
Excellent.
yep, you can pull down campers. There's room for everything. So it's quite a bit of land. So.
Are you gonna have vendors and stuff too, or is this gonna be more of a local thing, or are you trying to grow it?
Well, this will be the first year. We're gonna try and grow it, sure. But I don't. Right now, we're not probably the only vendor will be the local guy that actually is part of the club.
Prospectorsgear.com.
Yeah,
So.
correct. Mm-hmm. So as of right now, he will be the only one that we have that is a vendor there.
Okay.
Now, not to say that somebody couldn't, but if you are going to at least attempt to do that, you need to contact me before you do that.
Right. So what kind of things do you have planned for that weekend?
Well, I have nothing planned but to get in the water and dredge all weekend. But,
I mean, is the club going to have any type of events or like
common dig or duck races or anything like that?
Face painting or anything like that, you know?
Yeah, there'll probably be face painting. There'll probably be some things for kids that we have. We're not going to be real elaborate at first. We want to see kind of what the crowd turns out to be and see if it's really something everybody's interested in doing again. Once that happens, then we're willing to start getting several things lined up.
Cool. Well, that's another event we need to figure out, huh, Ed?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to make it over to one of their events sooner than later. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Me both. I haven't been prospected in Indiana yet, man. So the gold I'm seeing coming out of there, nice.
You're gonna have to come along.
I've been a couple times. I want to go more.
You'll get there, buddy.
Come on. Just quit nagging. I've already seen Dano this year.
Hey, I have accommodations over there. I go to Hotel Patrick.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we don't have no excuse either, Jesse, because
I know
we can always couch surf at the same accommodations.
Patrick 6.
He's gonna have to start a lodge or something, huh?
Yeah. But it should be a pretty decent time. Like I said, it'll be our first time trying something really big, so we'll see how that works out. Oh, it should go well.
So is it, and it's free, right?
It's free as of right now. The only thing I got to do is talk to the owner, but he hasn't said anything about anybody paying, so I think we're probably okay. I think it'll be free.
Great.
Excellent.
I'm sure there'll be some raffles. I'm sure that'll happen, and I'm sure that there'll be a dinner. I'm sure there'll be a dinner Saturday. There may be one Friday. I'm not for sure yet. I still got to.
So is it going to be like your chapter meeting? Also, is that what it is?
Well, it's just a chapter outing. No, we have our meeting a different day. So
oh yeah, when's that?
I think it was last week.
That's usually on the first Sunday of the month.
First Sunday of the month.
Yeah. And then our outings are the third weekend of the month. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's just to allow the chapter members to be able to go out and to be able to go out and prospect at an outing as opposed to sitting and having a meeting during the outing.
Right. Oh, yeah, because meeting days are meeting days.
Right.
You're usually busy helping out at the meeting or helping out with the common dig and not really doing much yourself. I know. But that's okay. It's still fun.
Patrick Moore wants to know if there'll be a Lucky Ducky Thomas leasing or rental.
Yeah, I just saw that. Tell him yes for everybody but him.
Everybody but you, Patrick.
Double you, Patrick, just because.
Is Patrick gonna come over this weekend?
He might.
Yeah, I think he is coming.
And we got everybody coming. That is freaking sweet.
Oh yeah, from states beyond. PA. Shoot, wonder if Chris Chadwick will come up from West Virginia.
It's the first Liars Club meeting of the year.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
It's the first Liars Club meeting of the year, just like all the old men at McDonald's. We got to meet.
Yeah, just like a fishing convention, huh?
Yeah, no. The only thing I may not make is Fossick. That's the only thing I don't know that I may not make this. So far.
You're gonna miss out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss out on this pig again.
I'm gonna miss out on pig and a good time. I seen a big bag of silver dimes get handed over at the meeting.
Yeah, I know. I don't know unless I can figure out a way to work it out. Probably won't
There's
make
also
that.
going to be celebrities, YouTube celebrities there also.
Yep.
Say again?
Some well-known YouTube celebrities. Jocelyn Elizabeth from Relic Recoverist is going to be there. So
I thought you were talking about you and Jess.
Oh, who was?
Okay.
There's Tim and Sarah's going to be there. And Dennis Dayton, Prospectors Radio, and the whole 9 yards. I mean, never know who might show up.
He's definitely going to make it for Gold Rush, though, right?
Right now, yes. I usually kind of get that planned out in advance.
Yeah, that's good.
That's just a good event. So
and the Gold Show also. You're making the Gold Show, right?
Oh yeah. We'll be at the
Okay.
Well, your chapter is one of the hosts of the Gold Show again this year, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you're still the Indiana State Director of the GPAA, correct?
Yep. They haven't fired me yet.
Old Thomas.
Thomas is keeping his head low.
And Thomas is a modest man.
Chris, if you're still here, are you coming up to this weekend?
Chris.
Still here. It's probably me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
You coming up this weekend?
Ed, you remember that property I was talking to you about?
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
that's a no.
I get the keys. I get the keys to the gates on Thursday.
Yeah, he was showing me a property with high potential.
Yeah, the sound in his voice.
Yeah, about a mile of creek all to myself.
Nice.
Down by you, or?
Everybody
Actually, it's not. It's just to the east of Bill.
I know which creek you're talking about.
Over on No Tell 'em Creek.
Yep, I've heard there's decent.
Actually, it's more of a ravine.
Right.
Yeah, there ain't no name, but yeah, it's outside of a little town. It's outside of a little town called Knockemstiff.
Now, are you going to do a recycling setup on it?
Well, Saturday I'm going down there and test. I don't even know, because I'm still questioning if I'm below the gold line or what. It looks good. I was deer hunting this last year. I did find a couple pieces of quartz laying on the surface, but it's questionable. All I know is I'm going to do a lot of panning.
I think I've heard there's a lot of exposed bedrock on that creek you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of, flat creek rock, just kind of, it's piled up everywhere. A bunch of exposed bedrock shelves where it drops off into a pool. There's a little bit of everything there.
Sounds like a job for a 1-inch gold snare.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go in there with a shovel and a hand dredge, and I'll definitely be posting a video, if not posting a lot of pictures of some color if I find any.
Awesome. I
Okay,
think you
cool.
will.
But
I've heard stories already.
what's that?
I've heard stories of that creek. I heard there's gold over there.
Well, I hope.
Yeah, if you're ditching
Yeah, 'cause
us,
when
it
you-
better be gold.
Yeah, well, for the price, I couldn't beat it. It's a leasing company has it. It's an old Mead Paper Company property, so it's a lot of it's been clear cut. A lot of it's been replanted. Full size mature pine trees across the backside of it, but great deer hunting. My son actually, the video I posted this past winter, it's where my son killed his first deer.
Why is that creek? Yeah, no. Every once in a while. Once in a blue moon. But yeah.
But yeah, it definitely looks good. But when you pull into the gate, right there's the start of the ravine, and it runs the full length of the property. It's got one good fork that comes off of it, but the material in it looks great. But looking good doesn't mean there's gold in it. Because down in that area, you kind of use Paint Creek as kind of like a guideline. Normally from there up is good. That's kind of where Bill falls. Because you go right downstream, it dumps into Paint Creek. Well, I'm on the south side of that by a few miles. I don't know if I'm still in the glacial till. You know, I guess I'll find out when I get down there.
Yep. I'll be looking forward to your results.
Yeah, no doubt.
Invite.
Yeah. But,
And,
yeah, the gold on No Tell 'em Creek's been pretty good, and even the branches coming off of it.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to some cleanups and videos and stuff.
Well, you got a pretty good bit out of that one little branch that comes off of No Tell 'em Creek.
Yeah, I had a bit in the blue bowl when I cleaned up my winnings. So
Must have had a lot. He can't even speak.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, for what?
Have you shown that end?
no.
wonder
No,
I didn't
I'm
see it.
I'm so backlogged on editing, it's pathetic. And I think I need to get a new desktop because my computer I use for editing's like, I think I bought it in 2002. So,
You're going to have to hire you an editor for long.
Was it new?
when I bought it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I had it for a long time. You two, if you want to hold on, please do. I need to go into another hard break, and
Guys, I'm gonna get off here, and I'll, like I said, I'll get those details out, and hopefully we'll see you guys.
definitely, Thomas. Hey,
I'll see you this
Thomas.
weekend anyway.
Hopefully we can all make it.
Yeah. Send me the information on Messenger, if you would, on a personal message.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank you, Thomas.
I can do that. All right, guys.
Thanks for calling in.
Bye, buddy.
Brother.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to jump off here, too.
All right,
See you,
Chris,
Chris.
thanks for calling, buddy. We'll see you soon, we hope.
Oh, as you say, hope to see you on the river.
That's right. May you always have a flash in your pan.
Later, Chris.
Later.
All right, everyone, we'll be right back after this. All right, that portion of the show was brought to you by our good friends at ProspectorsSpace.com, the ultimate in prospecting treasure hunting community. It's an awesome community. Tons of members of it in our audience tonight. Also check out Prospectors Radio every Wednesday night for their West Coast Wednesdays, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and their Sunday show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're back with our friends and guests, Sarah, the one that gets Tim all his subscribers, and our good friend Mr. Tim4Gold.
That's not, you know, it's Tim's video editing and the way he does his videos.
Where he plays, where he plays
all that hard work he does in editing, man.
Don't be jealous. Come on now. I'll try to.
It's where he properly places his clickbait at the right time.
Tim knows we love him. He's a brother. He knows we're messing around.
Don't be jealous.
Why Sarah's going, you betcha, boys, you betcha.
Making that money.
Hey,
it's all marketing. It's marketing, buddy.
Yeah,
right. It's marketing.
At least he's into videos. I could just post like half-naked strippers, you know, and then not even be into video.
No, more power to you.
It's doing pretty good. Almost, I got 1,900,000 views, a little over 4,000 subscribers. So, channel's doing okay. I mean, I wish it was more consistent. 1 month it'll bring, you know, $400 or $500. Next month it's only $100. So, right now it's only like $50 for May. So it's real hit or miss.
Like prospecting, huh?
Yeah,
the more you put into it, the more gold you find.
Yep, that's it too.
I was checking out some stuff. Oh, sorry. The more you do what?
The more videos, the more stuff you put out, even if it's little stuff.
Yep, got to be active. That's for sure.
Right.
Oh yeah, consistent.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm more than happy with you and how you're doing, Tim. I think it's excellent. And
it's all fun, really. It's
eventually it might pay for you playing what you love to do. Videoing, editing, prospecting, you know.
Yep.
Shoot, I hope that for all of our YouTubers and friends in here, you know. Adam and Ray and Dennis and everybody. You. Shoot, Prospector Josh. You name it.
So have you guys been paying attention with AMRA? What's going on with them?
Not recently.
Looks like they might be getting dredging next year, but
well, that's California, yeah, but AMRA has a big hand in that, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what. In fact, and the reason I'm saying it is they're pretty sure that you're going to be dredging again next year. They just have some other processes they got to work through, but I believe Shannon is going to be coming on Gold Prospectors Space Radio tomorrow night. To give, there's a lot of things that have to be ironed out. I don't think it's going to be back to the way it was before they did the moratorium, but I think they're moving forward. And the only reason I say that is because, you know, we have to be aware that stuff, if that doesn't work, that stuff's going to roll this way. I mean, we've already been trying it. Fortunately, I think we got somebody in there that's in the White House right now that's going to help us out with that. We'll see, as he says.
Well, let's see how the pendulum falls the next time. You know, that's one thing. In 4-8 years, it could be a whole different thing. So,
right. I mean, you know, like Adam's saying right now, no more hands and pans. It's
yeah.
going to be better. And like I said, it's probably never going to be like it was before. You know, they're gonna They're going to have to make concessions, and you know they will. But let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, but
Shannon will talk more about it tomorrow night, I'm sure. You know, he's the man that would know, and not just AMRA, but there's other organizations, PLP, Western Alliance, all these other organizations. They're out there. They're doing the same thing. You hear more about AMRA because they're more vocal. You know, they're that squeaky wheel.
Dave McCracken and the new 49ers are in the fight also.
Right, the new 49ers, exactly. So all these, and you, I know that's out in California, but you know, this in America, what California does, for the most part, the rest of the country does. Except for when there's revolution.
But you know, then there's Oregon, you know, which isn't far behind, and you know, American Mining Alliance or Western Mining Alliance.
Right.
I have it somewhere, but they're all in the same fight. We all have a dog in this fight, and it don't matter if you're in Maine, Georgia, Tennessee, or wherever you are in the country. We all have a dog in this fight.
Right. I mean, there are some states out here that have restrictions that you know, like Adam says, hands and pans. You know.
Yeah, no more hands and pans.
No, I'm saying here on the East Coast, there are some states that don't let you do any
Oh
more.
yeah, just hands and pans.
Right.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's something that we have to pay attention to. And I wanted to bring it up before we got done with the show tonight.
Well,
I didn't do it earlier, so
good thing. I talked to Shannon a long time ago about being on, and he was up for it. It's just pinning down a time with some people, you know. It's really hard. I'd like to get him on. And yes, if we have Shannon on, it will go away from the norm here at Tuesday Night Hangout Live. We would get quite a bit more political that night.
And we wouldn't talk anyways.
Yeah, and like Vermont is very strict also, like Brian just said, American Gold Prospectors. They're very strict. Like Adam would know, or even run for the hills. I know he was in earlier, but the opportunity to do that just hasn't come up. But
and again, here locally, we got this thing going on with this watershed drainage. That if you're in Ohio and you use the Swank property or any of those.
Swank East property and stuff.
Or any of those properties. Find out what that's about. If they, I think what they're saying is they need a voice to, because the water, whoever's doing this, said it's uncontested that they're doing it, meaning that no one's complaining about them doing that. The watershed people, whoever they are, you know.
Yeah.
So hopefully. Patrick will
Patrick O'Masters
will post something, and I'll share it and I'll pass it around and see what happens. We got to tell them. We got to find out what it is first. Supposedly, what it is that the spillway will be upriver from us.
I thought it was going to be like downstream of us towards Riverview Campground.
Oh.
But, you know, all of that goes to the East Swank property.
Right. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we have a long-time listener, first-time caller on the line.
Yes, long-time listener, first-time caller.
How you doing, Mr. Obvious? I mean, Dennis.
Well, you know, I got up this morning and got ready for work, and went outside in my underwear, and man, I realized I gotta have my pants on. So.
Not enough sleep, buddy.
How you doing, Tim?
Pretty good, man. It's gonna be a good weekend, huh?
I'm hoping so, man. Every day I get closer to the weekend. I go in, like this morning I went in and nope, weekend wasn't scheduled yet. So I'm just sitting there thinking, yes, another day. The weekend hasn't been scheduled. They always try to schedule the weekend on us during a holiday.
Those.
I think it's a union thing. I said, we'll make them pay. We're going to schedule them on a holiday.
You bringing any equipment?
Oh man, I've got my backpack dredge. I got my 3-inch dredge. I got the little Gold Hog Mini. I got everything packed, ready to go.
Awesome.
I am
Do
excited.
you have a snorkel set up on that 3-inch, or is it just like a surface?
Yeah,
dredge?
I've got it set up. I got the airlines. I need a different regulator, or the one where I just put the full face mask on. I need to get me a full face mask.
Yeah,
I happened to make a killer score a couple weeks ago, Dennis.
Oh, I didn't want to hear about it.
I got a whole new hookah system.
Man.
3.5 Briggs, T80 pump, 30 feet of air hose, regulator, harness, full face mask, not the expensive kind.
Brand new at that.
Brand new. No oil or anything ever put into it. Brand spanking new. Only thing I'm lacking is my reserve air tank.
See, I've got everything but the full face mask, and I still need a weight belt. I don't have a weight belt. And I'm thinking, here I am, 250 pounds. Surely I'd just go right to the bottom, but no, I try to go to the bottom, I come right back up. Like
that crap floats.
You started it, Jesse.
Why don't I have the sounds ready?
I don't know.
Man, I tell you guys what though, I'm really impressed. Ohio Gold is giving Indiana a run for their money.
I think hey, we got gold.
It was the same glaciers,
right?
yeah, but it's like I said, it's giving Indiana its run for its money, because it's like right there, even finding the good gold here and finding the good gold, just as good a gold there.
That's funny. Indiana comes to Ohio. Ohio goes to Indiana.
Hey, isn't that weird? Yeah. Now, Jonathan, I tell you guys what, Jonathan's place, he's got a good claim.
Well,
yeah, we're excited to go.
We'll be there our first time coming up, first of the month.
He's on one of basically one of the best creeks in the state of Indiana.
Cool.
So, if that tells you anything.
Nice.
Tells me we're gonna be going to a nice place.
Hey, you can go fishing there. You throw your pole out and you reel in a nugget.
Okay.
Fishing.
Where's my hip waders?
Need a wetsuit for that one.
Oh, it's warming up now. You don't need the wetsuit.
No.
Depends how deep you go. Maybe with you, I need a little more.
He's got a couple of deep holes there, but really where you're going, man, you don't have to really. I mean, you can wear a wetsuit if you want to, and a lot of times the places where you go, you can long arm it, and you don't have to go very deep. I mean, you just start on top and you just start finding gold.
Well, you're working with flood gold, right?
Man, it's flood glacial. You can actually crevice there. I mean, he's got some nice, places to go crevicing, metal detecting there. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do there, and that was actually one of his claims. Used to be an old wagon trail. And,
I'm definitely taking my metal detector with me.
Well, I mean, there was
swinging.
like an old type of general store there at one point, and it used to be a what do you call, like an old cable bridge that used to be there, and I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's just beautiful.
That'll be cool. Yeah, I'm excited about going. I've been wanting to go for a while now. We finally got it together.
You won't be disappointed in it. I mean, I'd like to get back there, but man, I've got so much going on and a lot of stuff planned. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Let's go. It'll be late. It'll be later on, towards the end of summer before I can make it there. But I still plan on getting out there.
You have a lot of irons in the fire this year, Dennis. You have your AK trip with Ray and our buddy Caleb. You have
for 8 days.
the Roaring Camp coming up.
Yeah, I'll be there for 8 days in California.
Right.
Yep, Alaska for 8 days, and then I'm flying back for the weekend. Instead of coming straight home, I'm going to Caleb's place.
Hey, excuse
So
me.
I'll be there for the weekend.
Breaking news, guys. I got some breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Extra porta pots should be there by Friday at the Norris Claim for the Audis.
One place I haven't been, and I know Tim's been there, and I've seen his videos, and I love his videos, is the Scenic. I have never been to the Scenic. And I hear a lot of good stuff about the Scenic.
It's a nice little
that was actually
property.
the first time I've gone there, too.
It's just not very big. There's not a whole lot to it, but the gold is there.
No, but
the
I mean,
gold is there.
I've seen it comes out of there. It's just, you're like, wow, in just that little area that you got. I know it's the biggest you can put in there is a 2.5.
Right.
But man, it's like, heck yeah, that little gold log mini just fit right in there, perfect.
Yeah.
Nice little spot. If Ed would ever get his video editing caught up, we could see his side.
Hey, I tell you one thing I learned. I finally started tinkering around with my video, the editing and stuff, and I was like, man, I've got to learn this stuff because I use Video Shop, and so I got this. You use Video Shop so many times it gives you like free coins and stuff, and then you can buy different things, for editing, through them. It's not much at all. But I got some of the ones on my next video I'm going to use, like the old SpongeBob. A lot of times SpongeBob's doing something, and he's doing the same thing over and over, and it says a few seconds later, and he's still doing it, and then it'll say 2 hours later. He's still doing the same thing. I've got those, and I figured out how to do that. I figured out how to actually, if I'm prospecting and I'm in a hole or something like that, I can... You know how they'll be talking and all of a sudden the word pops up like, yeah, I should have been in this hole. And it'll, you know what I mean? You can shrink it or put it in the background. I've learned that. I mean, it's really cool. I'm like, wow, I should have learned this a long time ago. So my next video should be pretty funny.
Excellent. Looking forward to it, Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dano, you're doing the hog roast thing, aren't you?
Yeah, for Fossick. Yeah.
That's not this weekend then?
No, that's Fossick is what, the 9th and 10th of June.
Right.
At the Swank Air.
I'll have to bring some of my hog in and then bring it up to you so at least you can kind of give me a little sample of what a whole hog's going to taste like, huh?
Yeah, come to the Fossick. You'll eat some of it.
Oh, I am.
And I'll probably be putting some chickens on again. I'll probably be putting some half chickens on.
Dennis will actually be the first guy in line.
Hey, I'll give him the first handful come off that hog.
Hey,
I'll put it right on his plate.
I didn't get this wonderful figure by not being first in line. I wasn't last.
Hey,
Dennis, we're in shape. We're round. We are in shape.
Yes,
we're
round is a shape. My favorite color is clear.
Yeah, Dennis, I have video to prove that. Down in Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes, you do.
I should post that. I haven't posted that anywhere.
Yeah, you should. But yeah, I'm excited. You know, it's I finally was able to get out early a lot. Well, I mean, because of the winter, but man, I just said the heck with it. It was, you know, cold and rainy and, you know, getting started this year, but I was itching so bad, you know, I just couldn't scratch fast enough. And I'm still, you know, and that's weird because I started prospecting in 2003, and when I caught the fever, it just, every year it just gets worse.
Terrible, isn't it?
It's bad. But, you know, if I ever move to Alaska or I ever go out west, at least I know, you know, I've learned how to do it here.
Oh, yeah. If she can find gold here.
Right. Yeah, if you can find
And
it.
Right, you just have
someplace where it's
to learn
at.
you have to learn the geology of the area you're in. You know,
That's
you gotta
right.
know what to look
That's
for.
right.
And stuff. Every state's different. You know,
That's
I know what to
right.
look for here in Indiana, Ohio. But you know, the further west you go, then there's different signs and different things you look for. And
Definitely.
Right. Well, and look, in Australia and New Zealand, they look for other things. The materials they look for is different from what we look at.
right.
You know. So even in what was that I saw? They were talking about some kind of fine metal dust that they have. Bolivia. They're like what we call black sands. It's like this fine powdery metal. It's really nasty.
Right. Right.
So yeah, you just gotta learn where the gold is wherever you're at. You know.
Right.
Research. Practice.
That's right. Research, more research.
Yep.
Got to do your homework, right?
Hey, did you see that,
Yeah.
Dennis? You see what Wayne Peterson said?
No, because I'm on my phone, so I.
Oh, okay. Well,
Dennis
here.
needs to do the Nugget Brain Challenge before he sets off to find more gold.
What's the Nugget Brain Challenge?
Oh, you don't know what the Nugget Brain
You
Challenge
don't.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
come
Okay,
on.
wait.
If
Hey.
it has to do with eating gold and then panning it out, I ain't doing that.
Well, that's it.
You hit it on the
Is that
head.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Go back to
Oh, I
our
should've
hey
known.
Dennis.
I should have known. That
And do
comes
it for
from
30 days. And do it for 30 days.
Right,
Oh
Dennis.
my gosh.
Keep
Go back to
ingesting that
go
nugget.
back to the show where he's our guest and listen to that show, and you'll hear the
I'll
story.
have to. Did he
You'll
really
hear the
say
story. It's a
Oh,
cool
yeah.
story. It's
Oh,
funny.
yeah. You'll get a kick
that? Oh
out
my
of it.
gosh.
I could do it maybe once, but not for a whole month.
Oh yeah, over and over again.
Hey, did you guys see? I noticed. You know how everything on Facebook is true, right?
No, absolutely.
Well, actually, there's a guy, I guess, there in Ohio that serves wings, and it's dipped in gold. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that.
$1,000.
That's ridiculous.
$1,000 for a chicken dinner, but it's 24 karat gold.
No, yeah, but check it out. Did you see how they did it? How they made them?
No, well, I didn't really pay much attention. I was just,
Okay.
I was in
The
awe
gold.
because
The gold is the last thing they do, and it's really like real pirate pit gold. Talcum powder, right?
Juno
Yeah,
gold.
talcum powder, right? After
Juno gold.
Right, Juno gold, beach gold, right? No, even smaller than that. It was, yeah.
it's pit
that's
gold.
pretty
It's
small,
pit
too.
gold.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
hell,
But
you can drink gold slogger
they
and get
do-
that kind of gold.
Yeah, what they do is they make the wings, they coat them with their sauces, all these fancy little sauces. Then they have the gold, 24 karat gold dust, and they sprinkle about $3 worth of gold onto the wings, and you pay
So their sauce is probably a gold color, and then they just sprinkle a little bit. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. I watched them make it, and they explain how they did it, this, that, and the other. I'm bragging
So
about how.
it makes you feel like you're eating a lot of gold.
Right, but it's
Tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken. Yeah, I watched the video on it. I thought, I says, I got to see what this is all about. And after watching that, I realized I mean, the gold they put on there, it's just so minute, dust, and just like if you were gonna salt something, you know? Yeah.
Oh, and the Adam, I love his videos, man. Him going to California, doing what he's doing, man, brother, that takes a big set of kahunas. And on your way back, if you got an extra day and you need to stop for the night, stop here in Indiana, brother. I'll put you in a room, and I'll take you prospecting for a day. And I'll put you on my honey hole / glory hole. You go home, make a video, and go home with some good old Indiana nuggets.
There you go.
Yeah, he has an open invitation here in Ohio too. So
yeah, you know what? What's really cool is Adam is actually learning what it was like only in a modern day version, you know, of what it was like back then. And so that's a cool adventure.
I take him out there and go prospecting for a day. He'd probably thinking, man, I traveled 3,000 miles to find the same amount of gold there as I am here. Man.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. We took our trip down south last year. Isn't that something I talked about, Ed? Come all the way down here, and we didn't do really any better than what we do up here.
Yeah, but Ed, look at that nugget when Ed went to Pirates Cove. Look at that big old nugget he got.
Yep, I saw that picture.
It was a nice big old chunker.
Hey, one of you guys should pop open your video again. Jet just got back, and he's kind of curious of what I'm doing over here. So, if Daniel, you want to start your video or something, that'd be cool. He could say hi.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to. And Tim's a guest in here from Jeff.
Oh, you're all right, Dennis. You're all right. You're right. You pick up Jet babysitter, so he just got back. So hi,
How's the wife
Bubba.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hi, buddy.
on.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, Jet.
What are you doing?
Hi, Jet.
Hi.
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 Hi. Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan.
Hey, we had fun prospecting with you last weekend, Jet. You're
That's
fun.
right, buddy. This coming weekend too, huh?
Yep. We'll all be at the creek this weekend.
That's the way to do it. Start 'em young.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Keep them in the creek and out of trouble.
That's right.
Right.
Keep them in the creek and off a cell phone.
You know that. And the video game.
The video game.
Well, that's easy on the cell phone.
I just saw. Speaking of video games, there's a guy working on video games for miners about mining.
That'd
I
be
saw.
cool.
Yeah, I saw a little trailer, and it looks like your typical first person video, and he's working on setting up stuff to find treasure, and you get points, points taken away, and I don't know, we'll see. Somebody checking that out. I said, hey, how you doing?
Let's say Jet has a little game like that on his tablet. He has an excavator, and it's like you load the dirt and put it in the truck.
What are you doing?
He's got headphones on now. He's digging it.
I'll see you this weekend.
Yep.
Well,
You'll
that's
be
scary,
there.
boy.
We're bringing all the kids, man.
Yep. Brothers and sisters are coming too.
Oh.
yeah, the whole working crew. Gonna all put them all to work.
That's right, little chain gang of them.
Hello.
Hello, Jet.
He's just cheesing. I wish my camera worked.
Oh, yeah, that would be cute.
Hello.
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 He knows us. He says, "Hey, I know them guys. I've seen them before."
Hello. Hi.
I know these guys.
Hello.
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 Well, it's gonna.
Hi.
Can't wait to see you again, Dennis. It's definitely been too long, man. Since freaking
Yeah, it's
last
been
year.
what? It's been a couple, 2 or 3 years, man.
Been too long.
Hi.
Too long. You didn't come out to the Norris Claim last year, did you?
Do what?
You didn't come out to the Norris Claim last year, did you?
Yeah, he was there.
Did.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
ones that lost their dredge.
In the year
Yeah,
before.
I'm the one that knew the rain was coming in and left my dredge in the water. Yeah. It won't be that bad. You wake up in the morning, you hear the roar of the river, you're like, oh no.
Yeah, it could always been worse. It could have always been worse.
You're right. And the thing about it is the, I mean, that's really actually like the really first time I really prospected on that creek, and I found a good place to go. Because I ran and like did a cleanup, like wow, you know, and I'm like, then the flood comes in and
pushed it all away.
Yeah.
Well, you know the Norris has got some pretty good gold there. There's a lot of spots on the Norris that's got good gold. That island's got good gold on it.
It's, you know, and the OSPA, man, they absolutely rock it, man. They, you know, they've got the best claims, period. And I know I've got a couple memberships for them. I know that, you know, they're wanting to you know, get some more memberships because they picked up that claim at Bill's. So I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to get some people that are kind of live far away and can't go there that much. That way, you know, I don't have to worry about them. And you know, get a few outer staters that maybe make it there once or twice, and that's it. No,
well, I know. I know John Shaw's one of them. I believe John Shaw became a OSPA member.
Right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, dude. If you got a membership for the OSPA and you only make it out a couple times, you haven't wasted your money.
No.
You know?
No, and that's, you know, usually even on the OSPA claims, you know, if I go to Bill's, I'm lucky to make it down there a couple times a year. Maybe the Double D once and the Norris once. I mean, you know, less than a handful of times that I make it, but it's worth it. You know, it's able to, you know, for them to keep the good claims. You know, and it's a really good group of people. It's an excellent club.
Right, and as a member, you get to go to these claims and, you know,
and they're all
look
campable, nice
hang
and
out,
campable.
camp out. You know, just
remember, you guys, if you do, you know, and you try to get someone to join. Like I've got another one getting ready to join Corey. You guys got to remember that, you know, if you bring a guest down there, they can't bring their own equipment.
Right.
You know, if you've got yours, they can run yours or help you run yours. But you know, I think you got. I don't know if there's a form you got to fill out now for a guest or.
Oh, that would be somebody.
They have a waiver they need filled out.
Oh, is it a waiver? Okay, yeah. I just remember like but yeah, you got to have, you know, just, you know, if you bring a guest down and try to get them to join, you know, leave their stuff at home, and just have them go with you.
Right.
So. Anyway, Corey,
unless you're married,
they may be able to. Yeah.
See, I ended up buying well, of course, I got the wife the Gold Hog Mini, and then I got her. It's like new, you know, the backpack dredge, and it needs a little bit of work, and I wasn't going to get it out. And man, Corey I bet he spent 4 hours on that thing. But man, he did some Southern engineering and got that thing going. So the wife was happy.
So he knows how to put it together now.
Well, yeah, I helped him put his together. That'll never happen again. But you know, I got a pretty good deal on this one, but it just needed a little work. I mean, it's you know, it's not brand new, but it's new to me.
Right.
So anyway, well, guys, I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to get on, say hi to Tim.
Well, thanks for calling, Dennis.
Yeah, and I know I'm tired, man. I only got hey, there she is. I'm just tired and I'm ready to go to bed. I only got about 4 hours sleep. I'm doing good. I'm excited about the weekend. So.
I know, me too.
It's gonna be a
Anytime
good time.
You know, the food on Sundays, man. That's a.
Oh, I love food.
Food.
Yeah, the food is worth it alone.
You're right.
And then you add the people and the gold, and it just makes it
Yeah,
10
you're
times
talking about
better.
the OSPA, man. They're just, we've checked out stuff, and not to knock the GPA. The GPA's came a long way, especially now that the Buckeye chapters really made some changes. They're doing really great. But when we first got into it, I mean, the OSPA, they freaking took us in like we were family ever since, and we never looked back, man. I mean, it's the best money spent. Great claims, great property, great people.
Well, I don't know if you know, but now that the Arizona chapter is broke up into three chapters, the Buckeye chapter is actually the largest chapter.
Yep.
In the organization.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. Well, now they just got to work out who's the active and non-active. I'm sure they got some non-active that's being counted at this point. Like the elections.
Right.
Dead people voting and stuff. But so yeah, the Buckeye chapter is now the largest chapter, and again, still the jewel of the East Coast. So.
Wow.
Yep. You didn't make it to the meeting this past weekend, but man, seems like they really got some big things in the works for Buckeye chapter this year. So, I mean, if you're not a GPAA member or OSPA, man, I mean, break out that checkbook and definitely join.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's going to be some good stuff coming our way from California. So, definitely excited to be. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I want to help the OSPA and make sure, we get enough members to help pay for the claims and keep them. Like I said, they've got the best claims, and I'd hate for them to lose them. So I'm doing everything I can to help get members and.
Definitely appreciate it, brother. That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's worth every penny.
Oh yeah. Like I said, even if you only get to go out a couple times, 2-3 times a year, it's worth that $100.
Oh boy, is it!
Oh, just in camping,
Yeah,
if you went to a KOA or Mohican Adventures or something else, Good Sam's or whatever, just a couple of times out, it would cost probably more than a year membership.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I was going to say, what? When I go out fishing, like deeper fishing for the weekend, I spend more money on a fishing trip than I do going prospecting. I really do. And I could go to the store and buy the fish and save myself all the work. But it's a hobby. I love doing it,
Right.
But it costs more to go on a fishing trip than it does to go prospecting.
Oh, yeah.
And at least prospecting, you never know, man. You just might hit it. You never know.
Yeah, you might have hit
That's
nothing,
true.
But
And no matter how big the fish is, it's not going to gain you anything,
Hey,
Full belly.
even with fishing, you might go out fishing and catch nothing.
Right.
Same thing.
Yep. So what I'm saying is that all that fish is going to do is put a little food in your stomach.
Well,
it's not going to give you any real wealth like gold does.
I got tackled by some of the guys at work, some of the big time fishermen that's got the bass boats. And, well, really, how much? They always want to know how much money did you get in gold? And you spent $5,000 on a dredge, and this on this and this and this. I went, whoa, wait a minute. How much did your bass boat cost? How much do those high dollar fishing poles cost? And what do you
Right.
about? You can't even compare, man. They spent 3 times what I spent.
What? You own a boat?
No, I don't. But I'm talking.
I know
about
you
guys
don't.
At work.
No, yeah, those guys. Some of those guys probably do.
Spend $25,000 on a bass boat, and all those fishing rigs whenever they can, they go trolling, and you talk about some money. My hobby's a lot cheaper than theirs.
Yeah, big bucks, man. I've done a few bass tournaments, and it's all about money.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Oh yeah.
So
But anyway, guys, I don't mean to keep jabbering on, but I really am tired.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, man. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Got it.
we're looking forward to some of your videos. I mean, you still do that, right?
Oh yeah. I got my latest one. I called it Ohio Gold Rush.
Yeah, I
Really?
saw
I
that.
haven't seen it. I didn't see it.
Yeah. I tell you, it's a 40-minute video, and if you don't want to watch through the whole thing, just go to 35 minutes in it, and you can watch what I got.
Okay.
Talk about some nice chunkers.
You
Take
can
a
always
look at the last
speed
5
it up
minutes of it.
too. Like,
Yeah, like the Benny Hill thing going.
Not to keep you, but where'd you go in Ohio? He said Ohio Gold Rush.
Oh yeah, I went to ancient Chinese. I'll have to tell you when I get there.
over on No Tell'em Creek.
It's on No Tell'em Creek.
Hmm.
That's my favorite place.
Over yonder.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, you see it? You might recognize it.
All right.
Recognize it, Tim.
I have an idea.
But
On No Tell'em Creek.
on No Tell'em Creek. Yeah, it was a very, very good clean house.
Nice.
Heck yeah, man. I'm going to check that out then. I must have missed it in my feed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I just uploaded it not even a week ago. Just recently, my most recent one. But yeah, check it out. It's even when sometimes I go back to watch just to make sure, if I need to edit something out or cut a part out, and then I watching my own video and I got excited all over again. Man, I need to go there. And I think, wait, that's it. I did go there.
You need to stop watching your old videos until you're done. and say it's done.
Well, I know. Like I said, I'm learning this video.
Easier said than done.
You ain't gotta tell me.
Yeah.
I know what you got to do. Just you're not always able to. I know.
Yeah, I might have missed something, and if I have to, I can always go back in and edit it real quick.
Yeah, but it helps if you do preview it before you upload it, doesn't it?
Well, Ed, you've been teaching me a lot of stuff, brother. You might have to teach me some more.
Uh-oh. And we'll get together on that other thing when we both have time.
That'll work, yeah.
Sooner the better, of course.
Yeah, it's no big.
All right,
anyway,
brother.
guys, hopefully I don't have to work, and hopefully I'll see y'all out on the creek this coming weekend.
You will. You'll be there.
Yep.
You'll be there.
Positive thoughts.
You'll be there.
That's what I
Alright.
can tell myself. I'm going to go ballistic if I go into work in the morning and say, oh, by the way, this weekend manning schedule's up. Oh, I might get sick and go home and go to the doctor and have him excuse me for a week. I might just get started early.
There you go.
All right, Dennis. You take care, brother. We'll see you.
The guys at work go, it's summertime. Dennis is out in the street.
Bye, Dennis.
Take care,
All right, yeah,
Dennis.
see you guys.
Sleep
All right,
well.
later.
See you
Dennis.
this weekend.
Hi, puppy.
Puppy?
Hey, Petey. We have Petey, the picker Petey, the nugget sniffing dog.
Petey, what's up, Petey?
He's tired. He's tired.
He looks droopy.
He that hike out with Prospector Josh was pretty crazy. It took us like 2.5 hours to get down there, and me and Petey rapid fired up there in 55 minutes. I had to carry him. He was like, I looked back and he's like looking at me like, are you kidding me? We're still going up this hill.
And you got lost, right?
I got a little bit lost at the top of the trail. I took I saw this little bridge. I knew I was supposed to keep going right, but my GPS didn't work on my phone. I was looking at it. It'll still show you which way you're going. And I was heading in the right direction, but I didn't recognize this little bridge. But on the way down there, I was flapping my gums. I wasn't paying attention. So I went left and kept going. And then I really realized I was going the wrong way. So I turned around and went back. But then I talked with Josh and Chris and them. It took them like 4 hours to get out of there. They got lost and went the wrong way.
Yeah. He called in earlier.
Did he?
He called in earlier. And he said
We
it
had a
took them
blast.
4 hours.
We had a blast out there. I mean, I wish that we had gone downstream to check out that he had noticed that drift mine in there before, and then we went down and poked around in there, and I tested it and didn't find much, and then we ended up finding that other one, man. And let me tell you, dude, like, I hope Josh claims it, because if not, I'm going to claim it, because it's friggin', it's just beautiful. It's dangerous, but if you went in there and shared it up right, I mean, you're dead smack on the boulder layer of the tertiary gravel right on top of bedrock. I mean, we were just scratching out a little 1-by-1 pocket. There was, I think, 5 or 6 of us going in and out of there, just scratching it out of the walls, and everybody was getting flakes. And we didn't even touch what's in there, really. I mean,
right.
Really cool spot. And then I went out with Jerry from California, Motherlode Prospectors today.
Yeah.
You know him? He's got a great channel. He's got really good content and stuff too. And I don't know. I mean, I know he's got a decent amount of subscribers now, but he's got some really good stuff, man. And he's a really good guy. You guys should have him on sometime. He goes out on like side-by-sides and little dirt bikes with trailers and stuff.
You should tell him about our show and tell him become part of the community. You know how we are.
Get on the waiting list to be a guest for months.
I know.
Well,
But,
only a couple, Tim.
That's plural.
Hey man, where you're from? You're east, aren't you? You drove across the country.
Yeah, I came from Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's who you were. Cool.
Yeah. No more Ant-Man though. He's dead. We had to put him. He got too bad a gold fever. We had to put him down.
Yeah. Well, no more adamant.
But yeah, I'm up in I'm in the NorCal Motherlode now. I'm up around the Yuba River area.
Yeah,
Found a nice little honey hole.
Where were you last week? Weren't you in like Colorado or Utah or somewhere last week?
No, I've been in California for I don't know 4 months now, 3 months or whatever. But I'm close to the Nevada line. But last week I was up in the North Yuba, and then I've been spending a lot of time around the South Yuba because I found a spot that's just, I mean, it's loaded with gold. I've already wiped it out pretty good, and I brought Jerry down there today, and he was floored. He was like, I can't believe how much gold is down here. And I said, Joe, this is nothing. I'm like, I've already gotten most of it. I'm like, so I mean, there's a spot. I mean, that's another spot. Like, I hope that that's what I was calling about, is the thing with Amra. From what I heard, I mean, I'm barely online with that kind of stuff or any kind of news, but I've heard stuff around the rivers that the dredging is going to come back in spring. Same with sluice boxes, no more hands and pans. And I know, Jesse, you said you didn't know if it was going to be like it was last time. It's not going to be like it was last time. It's actually going to be better, because before you had to pull a permit for every spot you were going to go to each time. Now it's just going to be one-time permit, and you can go wherever you want. But there's going to be certain rivers.
Even when they were dredging before, it wasn't that great, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, it wasn't that good at all. I mean, it was a pain in the butt for them. They were spending a lot of money on permits. If you wanted to go test an area, you had to get a permit. Then you have to go through the forestry, and they can say yay or nay. It could be county to county, could be different. Now it's not going to be like that. There's going to be designated rivers, like the Klamath River. There's going to be no dredging in the Klamath. Anywhere there's the big spawning areas for the salmon.
Oh, that sucks. I used to do really good on the Klamath.
That's too bad, too, because, all it's going to do is improve the fishing in that area.
Yeah. But if they're going to give it back and just designate a couple ones, no one should complain. I mean, because...
Right.
I mean, if they were gonna outlaw sluice boxes altogether, I mean, things were going downhill fast. I mean, I give Shannon props. I mean, I just said it in my last video. I'm extremely excited because I'm going back home, and I plan on being back here by the end of fall. And if that's the case for spring, I'm picking up a claim over winter. This time next year, I'll be claiming something for sure and getting some serious work in, because I mean, there's tons of gold just laying around up here. I mean, I couldn't imagine if you could actually run equipment.
Yeah, you can imagine. That's the problem.
Well,
I can imagine it. I dream about it every night.
It's been redepositing the whole time they've had that ban on dredges, and and there's only so much you can do with a hand dredge, and so
Well,
much you
technically,
can...
hand dredges are illegal too. You're not even supposed to be using those.
Right.
So they even
No,
screw
yeah,
them
they have to
even
use
more.
anything.
Hands and pans.
Hands and pans. But hey, I'll tell you what, hands and pans will do you just fine around here. Another thing too, like there's 10 years worth of gold from people not dredging in the center of the river.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I've been thinking like large scale, like ways to actually do it like the old timers did. When you see, like, had you been out here, like these gravel bars, man, they're not like the gravel bars back home. The one I was at with Josh, the gravel bar was like probably 100 feet from top to bottom and probably about 5,000 feet long. And it was just cobbles. Now, there's really good dirt underneath there, but you got to move like a million boulders to get down to it. The old timers would have 10 guys go out there. They'd pay them $100 for the day or whatever, and they just carry rocks over to the side and stack them up. I want to do that because everybody that goes out there and dredges, they're only dredging the middle of the river. I haven't dug in the river once since I've been here.
I know.
I haven't even stepped foot in the water with a shovel. Think of how much gold is on the sides and in these gravel bars that haven't been hit since the 1800s.
Well, and then you could think like Darcy Cooper thinks, from Minor or Bus. Think outside the stream. High benches, ancient channels.
Yeah, man. That's where the money's at. I mean, I know it's quick going around and dredging, but there's so like the spot I'm working, the more I go up the hill, the more gold I get. It's just I'm working the inside bend. The inside bend used to be way, way up on the hill, a million years, a couple thousand years ago even. All that stuff's just been sitting there. And yes, it will make its way down into the river for people to dredge, but over a long period of time. If they open stuff back up, I'd be into dredging, but I'm be into actually moving the earth around, stacking those rocks up and getting down to the bedrock where the big
shovel in those flats.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. High bank is the way to go, man. That'd be cool. Darcy. Love Darcy.
That tertiary channel drift mine though, that was something special, man. I mean, you don't come across that every day. It was really dangerous. I mean, we were like, I'd probably say 40 feet in, and then you got to go under a massive boulder that's probably the size of a good sized mansion.
Hey,
I'm surprised they didn't look at those. I mean, as soon as I saw them, I said, "Oh, right there," and you did too. Yeah.
Hey,
I took a jerky bag full home with me because I couldn't leave it in there. I ran back in there and I'm like, I'm filling this puppy up.
Hey, Adam, my brother that lives up by Oroville, they actually have 2 drift mines on their property.
That sounds like a good brother to have.
Yeah.
I still like over towards Oroville. I kind of want to try to get over there before I go, but I'm running short on time. I think I got 2 more weekends. This coming up weekend, I'm going back out to where that 41 gram nugget and the big 17 gram chevron piece of gold came out. I'm spending 3 days out there, kind of like I did with Josh. But I mean, there's a good chance something big will come out over 3 days out there, because every time I go out there, I only have like an hour or 2 tops, So I'm doing that this weekend, and then I'm still trying to get a bunch of people together. I want to go up to the Feather River on Amherst Claim my last weekend here, because I know Two Toes works up above there in the port, and everybody knows the gold Two Toes is pulling out. So
right,
I'd like to get up there before I go. But I'm not staying away for long, man. After getting a little taste of this California life, I'm to get right back.
Well, so the best to you, buddy. And like I've told you many times, you have a rest stop here on your way back.
I plan on it. I'm bringing you guys some moss and some stuff from the spot on the South Yuba. I've already every time I go down there, I've been taking up a 1-gallon bucket full of the moss dirt, and then I have like little pay dirt bags that I've been trying not to sell or pan out and take the gold.
Excellent. I haven't done no mossing since I've left Washington.
This moss down there, man, is something special. I tell you that. I mean,
oh, it's a great tool all in itself for prospecting. It's a great indicator.
Yeah. You see the moss, and you'll know exactly what I've been dealing with on this spot on the South Yuba, because I've been all over the other Yubas too, Middle Yuba, North Yuba, and the moss has gold, but not like this. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, man. It's big.
I'll tell you what
flakes sitting in it. You know,
what I noticed about your moss is if you were working, boy, that holds a lot of sand, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's all black sand pretty much.
Right.
Today, what I did was, you know what I did today? Jerry brought me out one of those DeWalt battery-powered vacuums.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man. I mean, it was like dry land dredging that bedrock pretty much. I mean, all the stuff, like, because when the bedrock area that I've been working, excuse me, as it goes up the hill, it's just little pieces of broken bedrock, like 4-inch round pieces, and then you'll just see like a little bit of sand sitting on the bedrock. But then as you move it around, it's just all a little bit of blonde sand from the flood coming up at the end, and then it's just black sand and gold. I mean, my pan was so full of gold and black sand. As I was bringing it back, I was just washing it, wash back. It was like a shaker table going across the bottom. You could see just a line of gold at the bottom of the pan, never mind the top of the pan. Having that battery-powered vacuum, if I had that, a couple weeks ago, my gold total would have been crazy, because I mean, I kind of took it easy today, and I would say I probably got 3 grams.
You'd love the little DeWalt I have. I've used it for prospecting, for crevicing and stuff.
Yeah. Is it like a foot by a foot, kind of?
No, mine's like 5-6 inches wide by about 16 inches long. And it has a nice reservoir where it keeps its dirt, probably 5 by a foot, 5 inches by a foot.
This one was a little bigger. It fit about one battery, you could fill up 2 of the baskets. And if you filled up the basket twice, it was a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, those are the bigger ones. I've seen those. Yeah, mine's a little one. My son gave it to me. He's going, oh, Dad, you could use this for work in prospecting. I'm like, sweet.
That one would be better, because I'll tell you what, hiking the thing down was fine, but at the end of the day, hiking that thing up with 3 batteries in it, and man, it was heavy coming out of there.
At the end of the day, always sucks.
Yeah.
That carrier thing back off.
Yep. Right, I just wanted to touch in and say hi to Tim and everybody. Yeah, I gotta head back up. I'm in Grass Valley now. I gotta head back up into the mountains and get ready for the morning.
All right, buddy.
Cross over the river. Get a couple little rafts. We're gonna try to get across the river tomorrow.
Cool.
You're still trying to get over to the other side, aren't you?
I can't. Well, now that we found that drift mine up on the North Yuba, I know there's one that's claimed right now in the Middle Yuba, right off of 49. And if I followed it right through on the map, it runs dead smack into where I'm working. And on the other side of the river, up on the outside corner where the high water comes in, it's making a little funnel and it's drilling out a hole in the bedrock. And you can see, how you could see in the video, you could see those cobbles packed in that little hole up on that bedrock. You can see that on the other side of the river, and the stuff that's coming out, it looks like concrete coming down the hill, because it's just packed together. I mean, it's just sitting there staring at me in the face. I have to go over there. I know what'll happen, because now a lot of people know about it. I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to see some YouTube video with like some guy that found 100 ounces in 10 hours down there.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
In your hole.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Well, I need to get over there and at least try it before I go. I've been not doing it because I'm afraid to go over there with the dog and my phone and stuff like that. Because if my phone gets wet, I mean, that's it. I'm freaking toast. Everything would be gone. So
right.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna put Petey on the raft, stash my stuff up on the hill, and float over there with just my pan and a couple little hand tools and see what I can get done. And then if it's really good, I'm gonna figure out a way to get down the mountain on the other side. I might have to rappel down or something like that because it's pretty steep, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the good gold, you know?
Right.
Follow
right.
Petey. He'll show you how to get down there.
Yeah, Josh is quite the rappeller.
Well, thanks for calling in, Adam. I'm glad you're checking in with us every once in a while, man.
Yeah, we
Yeah, it's good to hear
appreciate
from
it.
you every once in a while, definitely.
What's
Be
that?
safe, man. Be safe. It's a crazy country you're working in, so
Yeah,
always watch.
Yeah, me and Petey literally stepped right over a baby rattlesnake. I mean, Petey.
I saw that.
Oh man, I stepped right over it too, and then I walked back to get the other guys, and I'm standing there, and the guy Kyle walks up and he goes, "You know, there's a rattlesnake right there, right?" And I'm like, "Where?" Freaking thing was sitting right under me, man, all coiled up. It was a small one too, and they're
Those are
telling me that
worse.
they don't know when to stop releasing the venom.
Wow,
I would have been dead. There's no way we would have got out of there in time. I would have needed a helicopter to get me out of there.
Keep aware of your surroundings.
Saw my first scorpion too. Everybody talks about the scorpions. I never see them, and I don't know if I just wasn't looking for them, but I was looking for them now, and I saw one. They're underneath the rocks, which sucks. Everything that's bad is hiding under the rocks, like the snake.
Right.
I tell you, take a black light out at night, man.
Yeah.
Surprise what you see.
Yeah, definitely.
Sasquatch too.
Sasquatch.
Squatch. Squatch.
Oh.
That might have been his mind up there. I don't know.
It could have been, you know. Got to be careful with those. I've heard stories about prospectors in British Columbia becoming sex slaves to the Squatch. So be careful.
Funny, yeah, Shannon has a flyer up in a lot of these prospector stores around here. You go into the mining stores and there's a flyer. It says Sasquatch and made me his bitch or something like that.
Definitely stay in touch with us, brother. Thank you for calling in. Be safe
I
out
appreciate
there.
it. And I'll let you know when I'm headed back across. I mean, I'm not going to go flying across. I think if I leave in 2 weekends, I'd probably be around you guys' area within like a week.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So, all right, man. We'll be safe,
I'm going to try to spend a day in Ohio area anyway.
There you go.
It's
Right
just
on.
nice prospect.
We give us plenty of notice so we can collaborate something.
Sounds good.
Excellent, bro. Be
I'll bring
safe
some,
out there.
I'll bring some Moss goodie bags for everybody.
Nice, nice. We like those.
All
Take
right,
care,
fellas.
Adam.
Before I
Thank
get
you,
guys.
buddy.
I'll see you guys.
Later,
Have a
Adam.
good
Bye.
Easy, dude.
Hey, brother.
You dig?
I dig. Okay, I was gonna cut
Hey,
it
Ed.
short, but
Ed.
we're taking this call.
Oh,
We're taking this call from Razor.
Razor.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing?
There he is.
What's up,
We're
Ray?
doing
Ray.
good, Ray.
What the heck
I
is
wanted to
that
say
picture?
I just seen that video that Mr. Tim posted of your guys' last outing. Got to see Dano there and Ed and Jesse. You guys all out there digging underneath that great big old culvert again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Have you guys actually ever cleaned that culvert out and had it refilled and then still found gold?
No, we've not actually cleaned the whole culvert out. The material you see in there along the right side, that's been in there for as long as I've been going to that claim. It's
wow.
There's
it
a
was
lot
worse.
in there. There's
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was
in there.
There's a lot.
There's
and then
a lot.
And when it floods really well. It just packs more in there.
Yeah,
So.
it's crazy.
That's
But
a
no.
really big culvert.
Yeah, we've talked about it, but no, I mean it takes some serious manpower and a lot of time. It'd probably take you a week with like 4
Well, there's
guys.
probably there's probably what a good maybe foot of material in that one side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down to the bottom of the culvert, at least a foot.
thick in
And
some
some of
spots.
those are big rocks.
Yeah, huge.
You know.
I bet you we could put a pretty good dent in it if
Oh,
we
you
just
could.
started working from that one side, and the side I was checking all my waste
Right.
rock to, you know, and
If we
just
worked
push
in-
into that wall, get like 6 dredges in there.
The problem with that culvert is so long you don't want to put a dredger or any motor in there. Really.
No,
You know,
we'd have
so
to have
either-
longer hoses.
Either longer hoses or a long exhaust pipe.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I
But,
think long
hey.
exhaust pipe would be the way to go. But then you're in that culvert and it's going to be very loud.
How
Earplug.
long is that culvert?
Oh, it's a single
30,
lane
40
country
feet?
road, probably about 40 feet.
Yeah. And you can't go out the other end.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
we
go out the other end, that would help.
technically
How
we
come,
can
how
only
come we can't go out the other end?
technically we can only work to halfway.
Right.
The property line of the lease.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I never worked ahead of it. You know? I mean, maybe once.
We'd
but-
be on someone else's property.
And you ain't got permission to go on the other side of that culvert.
Right.
Ah.
Now here I'm
Well, it just seems
thinking
like you guys have all been going to that same culvert for a long, long time.
Well, that
So
actually,
this
that
is
was
some
my
kind of
first
a
time,
Jeep-
Razor. That was my first time there.
I'll be damned.
Yeah,
I
that
know
was my
Mr.
first
Tim's
time.
been going there with his
Oh
family
yeah.
at Buck.
Oh, that's his
Oh,
home
yeah.
base. That's his private little Idaho.
Yeah, it's only 2 hours away. It's the closest one.
I've been there like 3 times, maybe 4 times.
Yeah, I'll say 3 or 4 times I've been there, I believe.
Although I agree with you, that culvert would be a really fun challenge to do. I'd like to go there and do that, you know, because a lot of that material's been there for a long time. Like Tim said, I don't think it's ever really been cleaned out.
No, I don't
Just
even
get
know
in there with a
the
big old wheelbarrow and just wheelbarrow out the big stuff and keep the little stuff inside of it and then run the little stuff through the dredge or a high banker.
That's why I say if we tag teamed it, like if we just had one big, setup where people were hauling out big rock and people were running rock or whatever.
Right.
Have a common dig.
Yeah.
Ooh, the culvert common dig.
You got that.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
You could
Be a lot
do
of
a
work.
hog.
Ought to being bent over.
I could
Not very
reach in there
tall,
pretty
yeah.
far with my dredge. I could reach in pretty far without putting the motor in there.
Well, you're gonna go what about
Well,
20 feet?
I got 50 foot of lay flat, and then I got another probably about 30 foot of dredge hose.
Gotta think about suction issues and stuff like that too,
Oh, I know.
But if we get my 3-inch pump running well, by the time you could choke that down and have that engine well away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be done.
Well, anyhow, I just kind of wanted to call in and say thanks, Mr. Tim, for being on the Flash in the Pan YouTube live video. That's a lot of fun.
No, you got it,
There's a
buddy,
lot of
man.
it.
Been waiting for months.
It's always
that's for
been
sure.
pretty exciting. And I always enjoy the way you bring out your whole entire family. You got your little Bubba there with you, and you guys just look like you're having a lot of fun. And glad you got the new job with the trucking company and everything. That was good news. And God bless you guys, man. I'm glad you crank out those videos.
Oh, we love you, Ray, man. You're awesome.
You're part of us. You're part of the
we
family.
watch, yeah, anytime we watch any kind of Alaska show, they're, you know, state troopers are flying to Juneau or something. I'm like, oh, watch for Ray. We're gonna see Ray.
So,
Ray knows this guy.
So you guys, hopefully you'll get a good chuckle out of when Dennis Dayton comes up here and Caleb.
Yep,
I tell you, I think Dennis Dayton's going to be working his butt off a little harder than what he thinks he might be working, because it's going to be a challenge.
That thing's a beast that you're building, man. Props.
Put
That
it
thing's gonna be a
to him.
monster.
Put it to him,
Well,
Ray.
I'm building it beefy. I'm building it beefy for 3 reasons. Number 1 reason is safety. I almost got my ass in trouble a couple of years ago, or last year actually, twice with the currents. And 2, because it is in salt water, I need to be able to handle big waves that come off the cruise ships and everything.
Right.
And 3, I wanted to run 2 systems. I wanted to run the dredge and the high banker, the long tom up on the beach.
Right.
So
be
Dennis and Caleb coming up, they're going to have to work, because when you roll up 300 foot of 3-inch hose and 300 foot of 2-inch hose, and you got to be able to do it within a 20-minute span, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of hiking and a lot of work. And it's going to be funny to watch Dennis Dayton sweat his little butt off taking dredging hose.
You got big old Caleb too.
Yeah. Just curious.
Oh, but I don't want to make Caleb work. I want to make Dennis work.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Make them both work. Make them both work.
Well, I don't want to put both of them. I can't bother Caleb too much because he's a Freemason.
Well, you know, when he gets there, have a harness ready for him so he can hook stuff up on it. Here, there
you go.
Start hanging stuff, the hoses and stuff on them.
I tell you, it is going to get small, because you guys got to realize that even though it does look big in the pictures, it's only a 12-foot long skiff. It's only 12 foot long, and it's going to be carrying 2 systems and 3 guys, with 15 gallons of gas and all the hose. It's going to be skinny.
How long was your old one?
Huh? It was only 8 foot long before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's making an ocean liner for that dredge.
Yeah, a 12-foot ocean liner.
It's looking good, though.
A 12-foot boat and a 6-foot sea.
Did you put pontoons on it too?
I put 4 of the big, 4 of the Keen, 16-inch wide, 16-inch tall, 4-foot long floats.
Yeah, those gray ones, the big gray ones.
Right, the gray ones. Supposedly, those are 200 pounds worth of each.
And
each one of those will carry 200 pounds. So I added 800 pounds worth of flotation to it.
Now, those work somewhat like outriggers too, don't they, Ray?
Well, I used 2 as outriggers, and I used 2 as forward ballast.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have your sluice box mounted sideways, right?
No, I'm mounting it long way.
Oh, okay.
I got the new pictures posted up on Facebook. Basically, the mock-up of the way it looks.
Let me see.
So
it's been coming.
Hopefully it's going to work. But I just kind of wanted to let Tim know that when you're watching the videos, and Ed and Jesse and everybody, let's see how hard Ray can work Mr. Dennis Dayton when he comes to Alaska. Because when you come to Alaska, you better go big.
Make sure you video it. That's all I got to say. Make sure you video it.
Yeah, I'm going to be using my good camera, not my stupid phone. I've got the world's worst YouTube phone.
Can you stream it live?
Not my phone. I've got a horrible phone. I can't do it. I can't do it live. But I think awesome. Caleb bought a new phone, so maybe Caleb will be streaming live.
Cool.
That'd be cool.
Well, I'm sure Dennis will be doing some Facebook Live. So.
Well, we'll see what all works up here and what don't, because you know each one of these net servers they work differently, and I don't know if
Right.
it's going to be compatible with what they normally use.
Ray, are both those engines for your suction, or what? Is one for air? No, you don't. You're not going to do the air.
No, one engine's going to be for the dredge, and one engine's going to be for the high banker, the long tom.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
That's why I say, hopefully, the way I'm going to set it up. Hopefully, the way I'm going to set it up is I can put Caleb and Dennis on the high banker, stretching out all the hoses, and then actually it's three. It's actually three pumps. I don't have the third one on there yet. I've got the one pump that runs the high banker suction nozzle. I'm going to have one pump that actually runs the magic wand. You know, the nozzle for blowing the sand down to the wand.
Right.
And then one pump to run the actual dredge as I'm standing in the water with the boat, pushing it out as it goes out and sucking sand as I go out, and then back up. It should be a good 5-hour run. It takes about 5 hours when that beach is exposed, and you can start setting up. You get 5 hours as the tide goes out, and you have 5 hours or 3 hour. Actually, it's a 2.5 and 2.5, 2.5 out and 2.5 in.
Okay. So what do you
That
got
makes
pushing
sense.
it? So you got something hanging on the end there.
I got a 5 horsepower, damn near old ancient. When I lift the cover up, that engine looks brand new underneath it, but it's an old Suzuki 5 horsepower engine.
Wow.
But it's going to give me more thrust than what that, just using the pump, the 13 horsepower water pump gave me.
Gotcha.
Right. Because that water pump was not strong enough to keep that barge from getting sucked out with the current. So
They're
anyhow,
they're putting a real motor behind it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beast.
Definitely.
But I basically called in to say hi to Tim and his wife and his little son. And
Jet fell
Well,
asleep. He's sitting
Okay,
right
I
between
won't
us.
ask you no more
I was
questions.
really curious about the culvert, so I don't know. I've been watching the culvert mining for a long time. It's like, man, does that sucker always pay off that good? I want to go find a culvert. I ain't got no culverts in Juneau.
I'm sure it's to be continued some more too, Ray.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Ed. Well, thank you very much for your show tonight, buddy. I appreciate it.
You're very
And,
welcome.
I'm probably not going to be on GPS tomorrow. I think I'm going to go watch some movies.
There you go.
Thanks for
And
calling in, Ray.
but hopefully everybody's got a golden pan coming this Memorial Day weekend.
You
Thanks,
too,
Ray.
buddy.
Thanks for calling in, bud.
All right. God
We
bless.
always appreciate you calling in.
Hi, Ray.
Ray's a great guy. Well,
Sure.
we've been on for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's drink some beers.
Unfortunately, I gotta wake up really early, and I'm surprised Judy hasn't pounded on the ceiling yet.
And I want to respond to
You've been a good boy.
to something that was posted on here earlier today.
About the poo.
Yeah, Sean A. Robbo.
No.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
don't
just want to
agree
understand.
with it.
We know that he didn't poop it out. He told us about it. He even said it on the show, and it wasn't about. It was about getting more gold, which he did. It wasn't about the gold getting bigger.
I think he's talking about Cameron.
No, I got.
Yeah.
No, I got the. Oh, Cameron. Oh, I thought.
Yeah,
it was
Because
Cameron's
Cameron
doing
ate it
Yeah, I saw
today.
that. Well, I thought he was talking about Dave.
and doing it.
No, he was
live.
talking. No, he was
Well,
talking
yeah,
about that.
anybody who does it, really. That's kind of what he was meant. Yeah.
Yeah, no. He says, "You guys realize Dave did not find his nugget, or did you miss that?"
Oh, I missed that comment. No,
Yeah.
we know.
I
We
thought
know.
prospecting was all about finding gold, not subscribers.
It is
hashtag
about
just saying.
finding gold.
Right. What I wanted to explain though is that he did say that when he came on one of the
Yeah,
shows.
he actually, when he called in.
And
yeah.
the challenge, it's not about your goal getting bigger out of your butt. It's about it's about doing the challenge, and the challenge helps you find more gold.
More gold.
Right. He swallowed that 1 gram nugget, went out the next day and found 4 grams. So
right.
That's what that's about. That's what the challenge is about.
You know,
If you go back to Nugget Brain's show and listen to his show when he was on, you'll understand the challenge a little better.
Yeah,
definitely.
We laughed so hard that night. I laughed.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I laughed.
Funny story.
That was a funny story. So, yes, we know he didn't poo it back out that night. He didn't show it. We know that.
From where, Jesse?
What?
His butt.
Beep.
Only on live, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
I don't like to leave
Live entertainment.
comments like that out there without, letting that person understand. Yeah, we know what that was about, and we understand.
Yeah, because when I first heard it, honestly, I was like, what? That's just wild. But then when he was kind of talking about, like, his body, like, honed into it, like, I could almost believe that because I've seen the power in dowsing, so.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Ratings, it's not for, to make, profit. I mean, I'm not going to do it, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that I could see where he's coming from, that the body attunes to it, as he said.
Right. If you listen to that show when Nugget Brain was our guest, you'll understand, and you listen to the story, you'll get what it was all about. So.
It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh.
Yeah.
It's worth watching and laughing at it again.
Yeah.
So
too
we've
bad.
been on for what, 3.5 hours tonight. Dude.
Yeah, too bad David was out prospecting today, or we probably would have got a hypothetical question call.
Yeah, what the heck, man? I thought the Aussie would call in. That's sad. What the heck?
Yeah, well, we'll have to give him a hard time next time.
For sure, man.
We always like these hypothetical questions.
I'd like to see this Dave guy call in. I haven't talked to him in forever.
Oh, yeah.
I know. You guys got to wrap it up, so.
Yeah. We've been 3.5 hours. Ed's got to go to work. He's got things to do yet.
I love it. We should just Skype more often, even.
I agree.
Yeah, Dave's got Skype if you want to talk to him, Tim. Dave's the one I used to prospect with all the time.
Oh, I know. Yep.
He's got Skype.
Yep, we're talking.
Yeah. But before we wrap it up, though, I got a special show announcement. Not that you two weren't very special. You two know you are to us, so that goes without saying.
Thanks, Ed.
Well, also you two, too, you four, our guests. You know what I mean.
Yes, I know. Yes,
but pardon me.
The late night announcement.
Next week, we're going to have Jeff Williams on, probably Slim, and maybe even the brains behind the operations. I mean, the real workings. Lila Williams,
Cool.
I'm hoping will be with them. So be sure tune in next week, same time, same channel, for Jeff Williams from AskJeffWilliams.com. I know I butchered that, but thank you, Tim and Sarah, for being on. It was our pleasure.
Yes, it was.
And we'll see you guys in a couple days, man. And anybody listening, I hope you guys are coming out.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of people are. So
Gonna be a nice weekend.
It's gonna be fun. Yep.
A nice drama-free weekend. I can't wait.
Well, yeah, make sure you work your kids good. That way they'll sleep nice and good all
And
night
you can take home more cons.
That's right. That's right. Run more over your Miller table.
That's right.
Dan can teach him bad habits. Can't wait.
Ain't that what Uncle Dano's for?
I don't do that. I've never taught him bad habits.
Here's how you get the fire department to your house.
I can't help but 3 smoke and 2 drink at the age of 8.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Dano, Jesse, thank you as always. I don't know about Tim Drimes. I know he has a good crew, but I have the best co-host.
Hands down, brother. Hands down.
And
Keep it
nothing
real,
against any of the GPS crew out there. Thank you all again very much from around the globe joining us here at Flashing Your Pan Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano and I, and Tim and Sarah.
Good night,
Thanks
guys.
again, everybody. Good night. May you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what I'm going to say next.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. Good night, everybody.
everybody.
Smash that like button with your face.
Good night, everybody.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
Dano, Jess,
Jesse.
Tim, Sarah.
I miss it.
Don't leave.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Back here.